We're going to jump right in. Welcome to the first retro stream. Retro video.
Yeah, and like Steve never plays retro games, which is super weird.
Yeah, I play a lot of them. But we've never done one on the Boozy time. So
it's true.
Adam has been asking me to do this for a while, and I keep like, nah, I don't want to do that. But then finally tonight, I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should. Zelda II: The Adventure Link, one of my favorite games of all time. I play the crap out of this game. I do deathless runs of this game. I fail a lot more than I succeed, but I do.
So does everybody usually.
Sure. But I think I fail a lot more than other people, though.
Well, you're doing a lot better than me. I've never actually sat down and played this game, which is kind of why I wanted you to do it, because like I remember playing it as a kid and not having any idea what in the hell to do. And then now, even as an adult and watching other people play it, I still don't know what the hell's going on half the time. It's like there are all these elevators and there's different things, and I feel like you get one thing, but like we're not done yet. And we're still going, and oh wait, there's another elevator.
There are a lot of elevators. That's true.
There are, and I never know. So I was like, I need guidance, and so who better to do it than Link himself, the Link Master?
Well, I'm not going to promise that we're going to be deathless on this, but we'll try to. We'll try to go deathless here.
Does this have an invisible experience system? Oh wait, that's the next in the upper right-hand corner.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so the
Pardon
next...
me while I drink my Slim Fast, by the way.
Oh, nice. I bet that tastes delicious.
Delicious, nutritious, chocolicious.
My grandma, back in the day, used to drink Slim Fast, and I'm like, dude, that looks like a freaking chocolate milkshake. And I'm not going to talk to these people just because I know what they're all going to say. But they all say different things. That woman in the red dress, I always joke about her being like the hot. And I'm not even joking, actually. I'm dead serious. She's one of the hottest sprites on the NES, in my opinion.
It's kind of like that scene from The Matrix, you know, where there's the lady
woman in the red dress. Exactly. I'm pretty sure that this game is where he got that from. But yeah, the woman in the red dress, she's the one who heals you. But I'm just going to go the places I need to go. This guy gives us the shield spell, which is your first spell, obviously, as you can see here. And all it does is make you take less damage when you get hit. There's a few instances
now, is it true that all of the townspeople lie to you in this game?
No, that's not true. I think you're thinking of Castlevania 2. Now, they do say some cryptic things. But that's pretty
for some reason. I knew that about Castlevania 2, but for some reason I thought this game was like that too, where it was like the game misleads you on purpose or something.
I don't think so. At least not that I can remember. Now, okay, this cave is dark because I don't have the candle yet, but I will be getting that shortly.
But it's not really that dark.
No, not terribly dark. Now, that guy right there, you can't see him, but if you watch the ground, you can kind of see his little feet skittering across the ground. That's how most people know where he is. I know where he is because I've played this game 1,000 times. And
I thought you hated the word skittering.
I do hate that word. I don't hate saying it, but when people say it to describe things, it's like, because like skittering, it looks like exactly how the word sounds.
Right. It gives you the heebie-jeebies.
This is one of my favorite attributes of any NES game, deadly bubbles. Like, what the hell are these people so afraid of here? Like taking a bath or something? But no, you touch the deadly bubbles and you'll die, George.
Yeah, I would have loved that, like, enemy brainstorming session.
We'll poison the bubbles.
During the development, of the game. Like, we're really missing an enemy here in this particular screen. Does anybody have any ideas? Orcs. Another guy in the back. Knights. Another guy in the back. How about deadly birds? They're everywhere. And then there's one guy way in the back that just says, Bobbles!
Bobbles!
Damn it, Costanza, you're getting a raise.
Okay, I'm starting this run over again.
I wish that I would have known that we were doing this, because I would have sent you that one meme where it's from this game where they redid the box art. And it's like, instead of
Oh
saying
yeah,
like
yeah,
The
yeah,
Legend
yeah.
of Zelda, it's like, God damn it, I hate this fucking game.
Seriously, man. Yeah, that. And the thing is, I'm used to running through this game at a decent clip, and it's funny because I wish I would have said it, because then it would have really set up that death right there appropriately. But like, I will just trash can runs on that screen fairly frequently, just because those fucking bubbles are so random, and it's like,
Yeah.
it's so.
So there's an
stupid.
RNG element to it. It's not like there's like on a particular timer every time. They're just
Not that I have ever noticed. No. Oh, real
Okay.
quick. Okay, I could have leveled up my life there, but I didn't. I'm going to show you some kind of basic, I hate to call them speed run strats, because I'm not a speed runner, but it's some basic strats for the game that will, kind of could be helpful to you. You probably aren't going to want to do this on your first playthrough or whatever, but anyhow, I skipped that level up, and I'll explain that more in detail as we go through the playthrough, because it'll make more sense as we're encountering the different things.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy wanking it to the woman in the red dress.
Understandable.
Happens to the best of us, man.
Yeah. And if I could talk my wife into dressing up, cosplaying as the woman in the red dress from Zelda 2, yikes.
Just have her repeat her dialogue.
Gosh, my gosh.
Can you whisper in my ear, go to the cave and get the amulet of lost memories?
I don't think this game mentions amulets or runes at all.
No amulets. No, this is clearly not a fantasy title. I do love the one guy in the purple there that had the extremely short shorts on.
Short shorts? I must not have even noticed that. Who wears shorts? I should edit that in.
That's a nice mic, boy. What is that, a Huffy?
Shit, what was I gonna say? Oh man, I had this. Well, I thought it was hilarious. Nobody in chat seemed to think so, but I had this hilarious idea this morning of like writing a story about a guy named Murray Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Murray.
Okay, I get it. Like
but,
Bill Murray. Only
yeah, like Bill Murray.
First name.
Except this, first name's Murray, last name's Christmas. But Christmas wouldn't be spelled like the holiday either. So you'd have a different spelling for the last name.
Like it would be like CRSMUS or something.
Yeah, something like
Christmas.
That. Well, I'd probably put an I in there, but yes.
You know what I
mean. Well, because like the whole thing
okay,
is,
we'll do it live. We'll do it live. Yeah.
You should have like jabbed at me there for how I, lost this run a minute ago by falling into the water.
Well, see, unlike you, Steve, I choose to be supportive.
you are the jock strap.
You wake up and choose violence. I choose love.
Yeah. Oh, we survived.
I mean, come on. If you can't get past a couple fucking bubbles, I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, that's one thing that cracks me up about Contra. It's like these two badass dudes running around shooting everything inside, exploding aliens. Get touched by a bubble. Pyah!
Right.
It makes that pyah sound like when you die in Contra.
For sure. Yeah, super hard ass, but we die like if anything touches us.
So look how what I'm doing here is I'm walking and I'm never breaking my gait. That's because I'm doing what's called the rising crouch stab.
Yes, the rising crouch stab.
It sounds a little sexual, doesn't it?
It does sound sexual, and not in the way that I said it earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole rising.
I said the overlay looked sexual. Different type of sexual.
Oh, got a drop. Nice. The overlay does look super sexual.
It does look pretty sexual.
So, oh shit. With the rising crouch stab, as you're walking, you'll jump and immediately press down on your sword button, so you never break your gait. So it like saves time.
I love how you keep saying never break your gait. That sounds so like equestrian. Like your horse, like you're some kind of horse expert. Like look at that horse. It's a champion. It never breaks its gait.
Well, that's what the gate is. It's like your walk cycle.
Oh, well, I totally know what gate means.
Are you sure you do?
Yes, of course I know what gate means. Don't let Adam blunder me this early, okay? You already fucked me over with the Christmas thing earlier, right? I'm already on the chopping block.
Oh, I forgot. Okay, I haven't played this game in a while. The Christmas.
So you get one choice out of 3 every time you level up. You
No,
get to pick what it is.
No, because if you notice on that screen, you have to have so many points for one level up, and so see like 50 for life, 100 for magic, 500 for attack. So I skipped my life and my magic level ups and put it on attack. So it costs me more points to do it that way. But what I'm trying to do is I want to be at attack 4 by the time I get out of this palace. So
okay,
that's my goal here.
So like say that, like you're learning this game as you go along in a casual sense. Are you grinding levels? Like, is this game like by nature supposed to intended for you to sit and grind levels to get further, like an old RPG-ish would?
No. The way the game is set up, you really don't have to level grind. Like if you naturally proceed through the game, you're going. Oh shoot! Sorry, I took my finger off the controller for a second. Shit. If you play through the game, you're naturally going to hit your levels just by killing guys as you encounter them. Now, there may be a couple times where you want to make some specific kills to hit your level, but
in general, not like a part of the game.
Yeah, it's not like Dragon Warrior.
Dragon Warrior was like my go-to there.
Yeah.
Like,
me too. Yeah, anytime I talk about it, that's like the grindiest of all grindy RPGs.
It's definitely up there.
Now,
did you ever play any of the Phantasy Star series?
No.
I didn't either, and I actually mentioned the other night that that series has been like mentioned to me many times. Of like how it's like a hidden gem series. It wasn't really taken seriously because it was a Genesis. Genesis wasn't known for its RPGs, or whatever. And I was like, I've never even turned one on before, so I'm gonna maybe lightweight play through that series in my off time. So I didn't know if you had any feelings about it either way.
Nope. I'm just against it because it's Genesis. That's really my only feeling.
Against it.
Oh my gosh, this is so funny. There was a dude.
Blast Processing is going to come after you.
Blast Processing. Yeah. You're talking about Blast Processing the guy, aren't you?
The dude.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about actual Blast Processing on the Genesis.
No,
you're talking about
he has
the person.
My namesake.
Well, he can come after me. I ain't scared.
I ain't scared. There was that one meme.
This is the jump and slash is what I call that. Because you jump and you slash at the guy's head. If you do that, you will never have a problem killing those guys. Otherwise, I'll show you what happens when you don't do the jump and slash next time I come across one of them, and you'll see it's a freaking nightmare.
Why are you a different color? Or why were you a different color?
I cast the shield spell because I'm running short on life and I don't want to die. Like I said, I'm not promising that this is going to be a deathless playthrough, but I would like for it to be deathless. So if I can avoid a death, I would prefer.
You definitely get more panties on the stage when you're deathless.
Exactly. That's the
who
goal.
Doesn't like that? Am I right, Legion of Followers?
Hey.
Huh?
Oh, but Merry Christmas. The whole thing is like, how annoying would it be to be named Merry Christmas? Because, they call your name at Starbucks, Merry Christmas, and people are like, what the hell are you talking about? It's July. It's like, that's his name, is Merry Christmas. And it's like,
what are you talking about? It's July. Does that have anything to do with Christmas in July?
No, you said July. I could have said June, and it would have been the same thing.
Okay, continue.
But anyways, that's the whole thing. Is just that his name is Merry Christmas. People talk about him, it causes confusion. Okay, see, look at this. See, look. This is what happens when you don't do the jump and slashes. It's freaking terrible.
Oh, yeah.
But if I just pyong, 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 he's dead. Suck it.
Do you have to say pyong when you do it?
I do. Part of it? I prefer to. I think it makes you a lot more effective.
I feel it damages. You get more DPS if you say pyong.
Right.
When you do it.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Now, what exactly is that?
I have no,
fighting.
I don't, and what's hilarious is I played this game a bajillion times, but I don't know what half of these guys are named.
Where did it's like we got the bubble guy, and then everybody else was just on drugs when they made the enemy sprites.
Look at this.
I
always call this guy Sarah Jessica Parker.
Oh wow!
Of the whole horse face thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of mean.
Well, that's okay. I don't think she cares.
But I will admit, though, like, okay, Sarah Jessica, shit. She was in Flight of the Navigator. I don't know if you ever watched that movie as a kid.
Yes, of course.
But I'm 3 points short. Okay, this is the deal. I'm gonna explain this. Then we're talking about Flight of the Navigator. Right. When I hit this thing, it's gonna take the jewel and it's gonna automatically level me up. Well, if you'll notice, I'm only 3 points away from leveling up anyways. So this is what I'm going to do. Normally, I would just jump over that thing and then run back through the palace. But since I'm only 3 points away, I'm going to go back and find a guy to kill. And then it'll level my attack up to level 3. And then I'm going to take that. And then when I leave the palace, I get a totally free level up. Because, like I said, it automatically... Why did this guy come back?
Way to cheat the system.
I have no idea why he respawned. Oh, and a big drop, bitch. Look at this. And I'm going to take, wait, hold on, just 150. Yeah, I'm going to take that. So I'm going to get a freebie out of this even. Cancel. Oh, wait, I think I just fucked that up, actually. Hold on. I'm going to go kill another guy. My bad. But okay, so Sarah Jessica Parker, she was in Flight of the Navigator. She was the girl that was like worked in the hospital or whatever, where they took the kid. And like I said, I have to admit, I had a bit of a crush on her back then. As a kid,
she was on a strictly hay only diet at that point in her life.
Hay only. Hey.
Remember when we did that in the Call of the Lamb? Whenever you would lay down a hay item, you'd be like, "Oh hey."
I don't remember that.
Well, I guess we all take away certain things from the podcast, Steve.
Well, bro, we played that at like 2 a.m. So, like, how the hell am I going to remember all that shit? I can't even remember what I ate for breakfast today.
Oh my gosh. So, I'll continue.
And I was just going to say, I'm going to get a free level up now, which will get me up to attack 4, which makes going from this point forward a ton easier. Now, like I said, you have to be kind of skilled because without taking your life, well, magic doesn't matter so much because you only have one spell and it's not that helpful. But like without taking your life level ups, when you get hit, it hurts you a good bit more. So, you know, you got to be able to not get hit too much to play it like this. But
right. But
so
you also got the big D damage going on.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So you're a glass cannon is what you're saying.
That's what you're going for, basically, yeah. But now that I've got my attack leveled up, like killing all these enemies is going to be so much more simple, and you can get your other levels pretty simply as well. So
right,
hitting attack 4 though before the end of P1 or Palace 1 is pretty much a staple for me though. So anyway, sorry, go ahead. What were you going to say?
Well, so as you know, work is always a source of anecdotal moments for us in these podcasts.
Man, I love your work stories.
And today, one of the guys that I work with comes up to us, and I'm working right next to a gentleman who I won't use real names. We'll call him Cletus.
Okay.
All right. So
I'm working next.
I know, that's why I did that. So I'm working next to Cletus, and Bartholomew comes up. I don't get anything for Bartholomew.
Why didn't want to interrupt your story again?
So Bartholomew tells a joke, and he's like, "You know what, Cletus? Why don't you go ahead and take Sunday off?" You know, and Sunday's obviously Christmas.
Yeah.
Where everybody's off work.
Oh.
You know. And I would look right at him and I was like, "Bro, did you just walk around the corner and hit us enthusiastically with a D-tier dad joke?" And he's like, "We could go ahead and escalate," or like, I guess not escalate, but we can make it an F tier if you want. And I was like, yes, please. You would be doing us all a favor. What's next? You're gonna come back and you're gonna be like, all right, guys, I'll see you next year.
Oh, I hate that one.
Isn't that? So,
I haven't seen you since last year.
It's like those two groaner jokes back to back.
Yeah.
It's too much. Why don't you go ahead and take Sunday off? Thanks, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
I don't know. I think I've already uploaded this one, but did you notice that I did put in the foghorn? Like I was like, I should really edit a foghorn.
Yes, you did. And then you even put like the thumbs up guy that when you did it.
Yeah, I was like, I did it.
Yeah, when I sent you that message, I was like, I want you to remind me of these things because I would forget half of that. And they make good stories, so we'll space them out. So
there you go.
That'll be the story for now, and we'll revisit it later. Maybe what I should do from here on out is just send you like just hot buzzwords of whatever the memory is, and then that way, even if I forget, we can make something up that sounds cool.
You saved the trophy.
I was going to ask you what the hell you just picked up.
Yeah, it was a trophy, I guess. I don't know. I was like, oh, this is my softball trophy.
So what's the storyline here? I know that Zelda is asleep.
Zelda, yeah.
Something.
I don't quite remember what caused her to be like, in a deep sleep, basically like a Sleeping Beauty kind of thing. But Ganon's minions are basically they've gathered the pieces of the Triforce, and they're going to, and I remember reading this will always stick with me, but like they want to kill Link and sprinkle his blood on the ashes of Ganon, because remember at the end of the first Legend of Zelda, Ganon turns to ash after you kill him. Well,
that was going to be my next question, if this was a direct sequel.
This is a direct sequel, and I think it's like the only one in the franchise. Pretty sure it's the only one. But so anyhow, the whole thing is they want to kill Link and sprinkle his blood on the ashes of
pretty
Ganon
dark for Nintendo.
I know. I was like, man, that's kind of fucked up, But yeah, that as a kid, I remember being like, damn, son, that's some heavy stuff.
Right.
But like the music and the townspeople. Now I know we're not really talking to the townspeople and all that, but like the music and the townspeople and the environment as a whole, there's a sense of tension that runs throughout this game. So I think it really sets itself apart in that way. The original Legend of Zelda, when you kind of look at it with, interpreting it through the lens of the plot and all that, it's kind of the same way, but I think it's easier to miss that because it looks so primitive compared to something like this. Not that this looks like super advanced or anything like that, but
right. Well, you can tell that the guy who, like the team that was developing the enemies were not on the plot device team, because the guy who came up with the evil bubbles just certainly didn't suggest blood sacrifice.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, well, it's like, oh, we got some of these bubbles that'll mess you up here. We're gonna kill Link and we're gonna drain him like a stuck pig, and we're gonna sprinkle his blood on you. Holy shit, dude, calm down. This is a children's game.
Crap, man. Derek from accounting is super weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some weird, wild stuff, man. But yeah, I'll never forget that, because like the manual even has like some the manual even has like some pictures and stuff of like Link being all torn apart. No, I'm just joking. It doesn't show that. But Bagu is my name. Show my note to Riverman.
Show me Bagu.
Your name is Where's Bagu? Show me Bagu.
That's the sprite that's got the short shorts on, by the way.
Oh, is it? Oh, that's funny. Who wears short shorts?
Bagu wears short shorts. Show me Bagu.
Where is Bagu? Show me Bagu. For those of you who might be new to the channel, that's a reference to a line from Seinfeld. And the guy talks that way. We're not racist. Just so you
I
know.
love how you make that disclaimer every time.
I
was
know.
waiting
Well,
for it,
I
actually.
always think, I'm like, man, someone's gonna come in and be like, "Holy fuck, these guys, they're racist as hell," you know? And it's like, no, we're quoting a line from the show, and the guy talks like that, so we're just sounding like the guy.
Right.
Anyhow.
Legion of followers, you understand.
Well, this guy always looked really derpy to me.
Yeah, it looks like a character from like the Sunday newspaper comics.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the chick. Never mind. I'm not going to talk to her yet, but she lost a mirror. We go in this house. Boink! I found a mirror under the table. Now, this is the thing.
How are you supposed to find that?
You just wander around. Yeah, I mean,
cold-blooded.
Yeah, like back in the. But this is kind of the same thing as the original Legend of Zelda, where
figure it out.
Yeah, or it's like this is the 80s. You got all the time in the world to burn every single bush and bomb every wall and blah blah blah. But I don't know. As a kid, I remember figuring that out pretty quick, so it can't be that big of a deal. But
I know, but I mean, I just feel like old gimmicks like that in some games where it's just like, you know, there's no clue to it or anything. It's like they just expect a player to, well, eventually they'll just click a fucking button here and.
So the whole joke about the red dress woman is she heals you, and there's one of them in every town. Well, like, or the whole joke is like though that she's basically blowing you back to life. but I will say that she does say some questionable things. And the further you go into the game, it's like, come, let me help you. Something, I can't remember what she says, but it's like, I kind of get where people are coming from with that joke. I still think it's a bit of a reach, but yeah, that's basically.
And she blows you back to full health.
Yeah.
What a world to live in if that were the case.
Another thing, though, to point out here is that a minute ago when Link found the mirror, that it doesn't tell, but like, he's the only person in the room, so it has to have been him saying that. Now, whether that was an internal monologue or he actually said it out loud,
simple Link,
who's to know? But simple Link. But no, Link doesn't talk. You know that. So it's like, oh, what's going on?
I beg to differ. He says "hiet" and "hiya."
Yeah, ha.
Hey.
I remember being like, dude, I'm pretty sure it's hey, listen. You're like, oh, I don't know.
Well, it's not always hey, listen. She doesn't just say hey when she's trying to get your attention. And then she's not like, hey, listen, whenever you actually do talk to her.
Oh, shit, I don't know.
See, I think you're trying to undermine me to our legion of followers here again. And this aggression against Kuwait will not stand.
This aggression against Kuwait. I always think of the Big Lebowski.
That's what it's from.
Oh, that's what you're okay. Well, it's from the President of the United States, but
yes,
they used it in the Big Lebowski.
Yes. But they do the speech in the Big Lebowski.
Yes, they do.
Yes.
These guys are a big pain in the ass. Oh shit, I messed up. You have to kind of catch them at the right moment, but as you're walking toward them, you catch them in that moment and you just slash. You have to continue walking towards them and slashing every time you recover your sword. And as long as you do that, you can kill them without taking damage. I obviously screwed something up there, but I was also like talking to you and stuff at the same time. So,
what kind of system is this in the caves? What happens if you go to the wrong one?
It eventually, or it'll basically turn into a maze.
God, I was gonna say maybe that's why I got lost as a kid, because that's just like that overworld shots giving me anxiety.
Yeah, the Death Mountain is where we are right now. Hell yes. And Death Mountain is like, a lot of people say this is the hardest part of the game. No fucking way, dude. I mean, yeah, it's difficult, but it's not the hardest part of the game. But basically, if you go to the right every time, you'll get through here just fine.
But it is possible to just get stuck here perpetually.
I don't know if you can get stuck perpetually. I mean, it's possible. I don't know. I'm such a good gamer. I've never had that problem.
Well, I didn't realize who I was speaking to. Excuse me.
Better recognize, bitch.
Better recognize.
Pyong 2, 3. See, there you go. No damage, but otherwise, those guys are a freaking pain in the ace.
Can I get your autograph when this is over?
Sure.
Thanks, man.
So in this one, you only have the option of going left, but like.
Right. Well, correct. Not left, right.
2, 3, chop, chop, chop. Oh, I fucked. I knew it. As soon as I jumped down, I knew I was gonna mess that up. Okay.
But that's the general gist.
Yes. Come at me, bro. 1, 2, chop, chop.
That is
chop.
kind of a come at me, bro, kind of guy, isn't it?
Oh, totally.
The Chad of Zelda 2. If your name's Chad, not you, the proverbial Chad. Much like the good Karens that get the bad rap.
Oh my gosh, how tough has having the name Karen these days?
Ooh. I feel like
I'm getting my
if
levels.
I were Karen,
really
I would get it changed. I would change my name.
Would you?
It's worth it. Or is that a Karen move?
Why should I change my name? He's the one who sucks.
Right.
Oh shit. Okay, those are bots, I think is their name, the little blue blobs. Their RNG is 100% random, so they suck big time. So they're the worst part of the game by far, because like there's no predicting. Oh, he double axed.
Okay, so say we're struggling in the game right now. We're not doing well. We've used our magic. We can't really heal. Life is pain, and we're right here. What's our option? Do we just take a death forcefully and it starts us close to where we left off with full health, or are we back at the town?
If you die, well, if you get 3 lives,
right?
When you die, once you've depleted all your lives, it takes you all the way back to the castle at the beginning where Princess Zelda is in her coma. And you gotta walk.
You gotta walk all the way
back here. Well, no, you're not starting the whole game over. You keep your progress of shit. You keep the progress of whichever palaces you've completed. Actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this, just because I don't want to die.
Sorry, I don't mean to keep distracting you.
I know. It's like you're asking me these really complex questions as I get to the hardest part of the game. And you don't know that because you don't play the game. I'm not blaming you or anything, but I'm like, of course, like the most complex question comes when I have to face 2 of these red
the tough
bitches.
questions that perhaps people that are watching may be asking themselves.
Hey, and that's good. That's good for the viewers.
I'm co-hosting, damn it.
I'm Conan, you're Andy.
Well, at least you didn't make me like James Corbin.
Oh my gosh. James freaking Corden. Oh shit, I forgot we have more of this crap. Oh, I don't have enough magic. Point, point, point. And get some
now,
magic.
Notice, Legion of Followers, that the boink is different than the pyong.
Yeah, boink and pyong are kind of like 2 things that just come out of my mouth. Oh, fuck you.
The onomatopoeias of Steve.
Yeah.
Alright, so what did we just get there? A sledgehammer?
Yeah, we got a hammer so we can destroy a rock. It makes like a generic statement about that. So now, whenever
the hammer broke the rock.
Yeah, only with a hammer can you break a rock. Or it says something like that from one of the people in the town. Like I said, we're not talking to those people. But yeah, it's like one of those like, okay. Thanks, pal. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Man, the storytelling is just A+.
Those guys suck because you cannot kill them with your sword. Now, in a little bit here, we will get a thing where we can do a down stab move, which is
these octopus monsters?
They're called octoroks.
Why are they out of water?
I don't know.
They're in a cave.
They were out of water in Zelda 1.
Octopi in a cave?
Well, they're not octopi, they're octoroks.
So they're rock octopus. The cousin of the rock lobster.
A rock lobster! A rock lobster.
The more violent cousin of the rock lobster,
Right.
who's normally are pretty chill.
Trying to think of a Rock Me Amadeus joke I could make there, but I couldn't come up with anything.
I love the Simpsons rock Dr. Zaius.
Dr.
from
Zaius.
The planet, from the Planet of the Apes. Help us, Dr. Zaius.
So here we hit this thing. Yay! And we fall down this seizure hole. Pyong! Then we just leveled up our magic. All right. We got our magic. We're going to get back to it.
Fairy dust away.
So
what's with the veteran cemetery over there?
So
holy shit.
I'm glad you mentioned that because as I was walking by, I'm like, I should probably point that out. This area confuses me to no end. Because look, there's the trees and stuff down there. Oh, fairy. Oh, I guess I'm full of health, so it doesn't matter. But there's a cemetery and stuff. It looks like you should do something down here. There's absolutely nothing to do down here. It makes no sense of why they made it like that.
That's the DLC that never came out.
It almost makes me feel like they meant or wanted to do something with it, but like either ran out of time or the studio was like, you've done enough. Let's just leave that alone, or something. But it feels unfinished, kind of. So
you've already got octopi out of water and deadly bubbles. I don't want you fucking it up anymore.
Deadly bubbles. Man, I would love to see a list of every NES game that had deadly bubbles.
Deadly bubbles,
it's so many. It's so many.
There's a lot. And just how overall water in general is instant death.
Yeah. Or like anytime there's anything that has water dripping off of it, it's gonna hurt you.
The drips will hurt you.
The deadly drips.
You are Batman. You are the Knight. You are Vengeance. Water drips hurt you.
Yep. That's why in the cave level of Super Castlevania 4. Oh, here, hold on.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I know exactly what you're talking about because I always think they're supposed to hurt you.
Yeah, and they don't, which is totally stupid.
Yeah, a lot of people died here.
Big old, that was another thing. Is it's like,
and who's the important guy in the middle that gets to be all separated from everybody else?
Well, we're gonna go there in a little bit.
He's the stinky kid in class.
The stinky kid. I know, like, I'm social distancing from you even after death. You smell like wet ass.
I don't even want to be buried next to this guy.
Crunch.
The hammer broke the rock.
Yep.
By the way, if anybody has played the Phantasy Star series, let me know in the comments what you think. I know this is, I guess I realize now this is two entirely different episodes. But if you watch the one before,
I
talked about Phantasy Star.
Oh, I should do this too. Boink.
The hammer.
Extra life.
Rock. Weird that you're picking up little dolls in your likeness.
I know. And those are our extra lives. All right, these stupid fish. I always imagine that when they fly out of the water, it's like, hey, hey! Oh,
now I'm not going to be able to not hear that.
I'm gonna do this.
Any speculation as to why they decided to go with this style of gameplay over if this is a direct sequel over the play style
the original
of the first
one? I would love to know the answer to that. Let's cancel. Save it up. We're gonna save it up, George.
It's not like the original play style wasn't successful,
right? Yeah, no, it's an odd thing that that wound up the way that it did. But no, I'm not sure. I mean, maybe okay, the NES is like, and anyone who's ever played this will notice this fact if they haven't ever thought of it. But like, oh yeah, that is true. It's like the NES, its bread and butter was side-scrolling platformers, and the reason why is because on other computer systems at the time, side-scrolling games weren't really a thing because those systems really typically couldn't handle that. So I was like, when you came to a game,
I was looking at you, Commodore 64.
Right there. No, that's 100% true. Well,
yeah.
So having that capability on a home console, not in an arcade cabinet, was freaking huge. And of course, Mario was a huge hit. What does she say here? Please let me help you. Come inside. See, there you go.
Your pants. I mean,
I can restore your life. And then, bzzz, and then the bar goes up. I get where the people are coming from with that joke.
Wow, but that is kind of insinuating, isn't it?
Yeah. So, yeah. So anyway, side-scrolling platformers were a huge deal, and the NES was really the only system that had it. Well, I don't know if they were just trying to capitalize on that or what, because yeah, it's such a departure, and it's the only game like it. I would love to see like an HD remake or something of that. And now I can do the down stab. Yeah. Total game changer. But anyways, yeah, I would love to see a remake of this one, but it's never gonna happen. I gave up hope on that a long time ago.
I mean, it's not definitely doesn't look bad, but it's just so wildly different than the rest.
Yeah.
Of course, everybody. I guess every game series has the black sheep of the family.
Right. The water of life. That was that bottle I just got out of that cave.
Wouldn't that be wild if that was like a more common thing that developers did? Like, for some reason, they just made one of the sequels and it was just completely different than all of the other ones. And it was like just to fuck with you.
That would be kind of crazy.
And now for something completely different.
That's hilarious.
You know, like Diablo becomes like a literary novel book. You know? Like, wait, what the hell?
Text-based adventure.
Right. Why? I don't get it. What were they thinking? Grand Theft Auto is like a turn-based RPG.
Oh my gosh,
style.
Grand Theft Auto JRPG, that would be hilarious.
You know, like, holy shit, man. Everything was crazy until they did the third one, then it was a completely different game.
Oh, he tried to get me, but he couldn't. Look at that. It's so satisfying to just do that, even though they only give you 3 points still.
It's for all the times they smited you in the past.
I have smoten. They smoted me, and I smoted them back. Got the extra heart. Now I have another square of life. Another square, George.
What's the maximum level for these things? 5?
No, that you max out at level 8. Everything maxes out at level 8.
8.
And they're basically, you can get extra squares. I don't have to go in here, but I'm going to just to show you. I don't know why I'm doing this. I never go in this cave. But there is something.
A side quest?
Yeah, I guess. We've got these earth boners here that we gotta jump across.
Earth boners.
Earthrections.
Wow. Earthrection.
You repeated it.
I know. About it.
Well, what's hilarious is I was going back, and this is all you get. But it's 200 points. I mean, it's nothing to sneeze at, but...
What, it's just a pee bag? Enemies drop that all the time. They're like, here's my colostomy bag.
Well, yeah, but that my coloss. Oh, shoot, that's freaking disgusting. Yeah. Shit, what was I going to say? The colostomy bag, I can't get over that. You're one sick motherfucker.
Correct.
But no, that one was 200 points, which generally enemies will only give you 50 points in a P bag. So the 200 is pretty nice. Now you can get 200s off of enemies though, but it's only when it's a big enemy, like a powerful enemy. So
what's the point of fighting these random fights here? I mean, I know you get like some experience for it, but it's not like it's an earth-shattering amount. So is it like just to like try to whittle your health down before you get to other places of the... You know what I mean? Like they seem like little pointless obstacles.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, I mean, I'm assuming it's probably just to add a gameplay element and to... they're incentivized participation because you get experience points and stuff like that.
Incentivized participation. I like that. You made it sound so professional. You've never played Sword of Vermilion either because you didn't play the Genesis. But Sword of Vermilion was like that. Like all of a sudden you would just get like assaulted in the wild by.
I thought you said sort of a million, and I'm like, what?
No, Sword of
Sword
Vermilion.
of Vermilion. No, I remember you talking about that game now. So like,
yeah,
I was like, sort of a million. Yeah, it's sort of a million.
it's 1 in a million. It's the Sword of a million.
Sort of, you know,
Sort of.
or as they would say in Arkansas, where I grew up, sorta.
We started as well. We didn't start. She started, but a new employee started at work from Minnesota.
Oh yeah,
And
Minnesota.
She has that kind of accent, and of course people have been remarking about it because we're in Ohio, we don't have anything else to do. So it's just funny because they're like, do you hear the way she says bag?
How does she say bag?
It's like big.
Big? Yeah. I love that accent so much. It's like okay, and then we're gonna alienate some fans here, but that's okay. We have like two people watching these videos, but like no, the Boston accent almost always sounds stupid to me. You know how the same way when people hear like the British accent, it's like they immediately kind of feel like that person is smart. So it's like I hear the Boston accent, I immediately think your IQ drops a couple 100 points or something.
Damn.
Well, like the Wisconsin, like that northern accent is just very homey, kind of cozy almost, and it's like, oh, get your bag.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You betcha.
Yeah. Oh.
So when I went out to see Steve in North Dakota, it is like that. Very much like that everywhere. Like that's funny. We were going from one bar to the other, and we stopped or walking, and we stopped and asked just a guy walking on the street for directions, and it was the whole like, oh yeah, you're just go up about 2 blocks there, and yeah, you can't miss it.
That's funny. Behold a keyhole.
I'm like checking through like the airport to leave. And like the security lady. First of all, Fargo Airport is the smallest airport I think in the world. There's like 3 gates, and you get from like the entrance to the airport to your plane in like 15 minutes, pretty much.
That's hilarious.
So I'm standing in line through security, and there's two
lines.
Oh,
you motherfucker!
Uh-oh.
Well, not gonna be a deathless run.
There's a deathless. No death times 4. And so apparently she's frustrated with the way people are pulling stuff out of their luggage to go through the metal detectors and whatnot. And suddenly you just hear echoing through the airport, everything stays in your bags. And it was like, yep, we're in Fargo, North Dakota. All right.
All right.
You betcha. Oh yeah, Fargo. And like they'll
your
start
mama says hi.
They'll start conversations with no yeah, and sometimes you get the rare no yeah no. Like, oh no yeah. No yeah no.
That's just precious.
It is. It is very homey. Like you said, like if you live in North Dakota, your mom makes the best like apple pie ever.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I bet like every mom in North Dakota is like,
just like a god in the kitchen.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, yeah. If Steve Thomas ever watches this, he's going to kill me.
That's funny.
He's gonna be like, we don't talk like that.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
No, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Draw him out. Shaw. See, he dropped a 200.
Shaw. So there's Bong, Pyoing, and Xia.
No, Pyong, Boink.
No, Pyong, Boink.
And Shaw, yeah.
And Shaw. That sounds like an attorney office.
Pyong
Call
Boink
the
and
law
Shaw.
offices of Pyong Bonk and Shaw.
Simon's been Robbins, Oppenheim Taft. If I ever randomly stop walking like that, it's because we're recording this at dinner time instead of like 2 a.m. And I'm so effing hungry. My daughter brought me some dinner a minute ago.
Before, when you stopped and I was telling that story, I was like, I bet he stopped to like narrate some important part of the game that's coming up, and I'm just going on and on with my stupid story. And he's like, "Will you just shut the fuck up?"
So like, yeah. So I was like, "Yeah, don't you know?"
Oh yeah.
That's funny. Everyone always the standard joke of, "Oh, looks like that guy just ate some Taco Bell."
Because he's pooping fire.
Yeah.
You know, I don't really think that Taco Bell has ever caused me to have any more issues in the restroom more than anything else, I guess. I mean,
no,
I haven't really kept a diary on it. Or
right. But... Oh shoot, I forgot about that one. No, I'm in agreement with you there. Like, people crap on Taco Bell a lot, and to be honest with you, I think I have a better experience there than I do at a couple different fast food places.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, the place that always does me in is freaking KFC.
It is a greasy place. But it is finger licking good.
Finger licking chicken.
As the late great Colonel Sanders would say, I'm too drunk to taste this chicken.
What?
It's from Talladega Nights.
Oh.
Would you always agree that those skull enemies take entirely too many hits to die? I mean, my God.
They do take a lot, but I'm noticing where I'm at experience-wise, and I'm like, dang, man, can I get another level up out of this palace? So that's kind of what I'm fiddling with over here.
We've got like enough time to watch a Lord of the Rings extended edition every time that you are jump attacking on those skulls.
You know, I need to watch that over the holiday with my kids. That we were just talking about that the other day, that we need to watch that again.
Oh, they're solid movies, man.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
You betcha. Now, as far as that crap TV show is, because I'm just kidding.
Amanda Pants, she has that, oh, yeah. She, yeah, that's her.
Oh, yeah.
And I love it.
Nice pants, too.
Nice pants. Times two, yeah.
Times two.
Double pants. Let's try to kill this guy too while we're at it, I guess. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. No.
Oh, you bitch. What is this guy doing? Over here, motherfucker. There we go.
And like geez is real common.
Jeez.
Ah, jeez.
Ah, jeez.
Every conversation, every story starts with or so. You know, it's so is included with some kind of emphasis on the syllable.
So.
Hell
yes, 200. Fucking A. That's awesome. And I get the pee. Oh shit. Oh damn you! I bonked my head.
That was not the good bonk, but the bad bonk.
I don't say bonk, Adam. I say boink.
Boink, bonk,
and then pyong.
And then pyong. How can I forget that? Excuse me. I'm terrible co-host.
Not even paying attention. Sheesh.
Hate this guy.
You bastard.
So it is just funny. So it is funny to watch you go through this game, because like you obviously know where you're going and stuff, but like to me this just looks like any other person playing this game. Like, I'm in this weird spot. Every boss room looks like it's supposed to be the final boss of the game, but it's not. And we're getting some kind of weird looking item, and then we go through 8 more mazes, and then we're somewhere else. It's like, it's very hard to follow.
Yeah.
Well, you know where you're going though.
Yeah, I do.
Takes a lot
Yeah.
out of it. You know what I mean? Like,
Do you want me to kind of explain things more, maybe?
No, you're doing a great job. I'm just
Okay.
saying, like, it is funny to watch this though because we're not getting the contextual townspeople gossip.
The sexual contextual.
This you said it, not me.
Damn right I did.
You know, gossiping that would lead us on these adventures. So, like, what's the overall thing? What are you trying to do? If Ganon's still a pile of ashes right now, who are you trying to kill? The cult of Ganon that's trying to bleed you dry? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, essentially. I mean, it's Ganon's minions are the ones that are being bad boys and girls. And
so you're after the minions because Ganon's dead.
Because we do not confront or fight Ganon in this game.
Really? It's Ganonless, huh?
Ganonless, yep.
No Gould?
No Gould.
Well, now we're back to the mass graves.
These guys, when they hit you, they drain you of your experience points. See, look here. King's Tomb. Oh, I guess I have to talk to this lady. This is King's Tomb. The King's Tomb? Or King's Tomb? Is the guy's name King?
King?
Pretty sure there was enough room in this text box for a the.
Anyways. There definitely is.
As long as you stop there in the middle.
Now, see, what in the hell just happened?
We fell down a secret hole.
Okay.
Look at this. Ha!
Wow.
Now, you know, in the Legend of Zelda, fairies, they heal you, right?
Yes.
Well, the first time I played this and got the fairy spell, I was like, "Oh hell yes! I can cast the
healing spell
and get a fairy whenever I want." Because fairies, they completely fill up your life, as opposed to like picking up a heart piece or something like that. Or in this game, it's casting the life spell. I was like, "Well, shoot! I can cast this and I can be at full health anytime I want." And then
I'm unstoppable.
I get myself in trouble, and then I cast the spell, and I turn into a pretty lady. And I'm just like, what? Oh, what? I got robbed.
And then immediately die because you did not heal yourself.
Yep.
Like intended.
Ooh, look at that. So you hit these little statues outside, and they will either give you, actually that's full enough, either give you a red magic jar, which fills your magic all the way up, or they give you one of those red knights that, you know, typically a pain in the beehole, but I can take care of them because I there we go, because I'm good at this game.
Just give
not to sound pompous or anything, but I can pyong the hell out of this game.
I can pyong.
That's what I said.
So it's 50-50? You're either going to get the magic or you have to fight the guy?
I don't know if it's actually 50-50. I mean, it's a
those
chance.
are the only two outcomes.
Yes.
It would really suck if you were desperately in need of the magic and instead got the knight.
Oh, yeah. Well, the good thing is you can just leave the screen and come back and reload it. You don't even have to fight the knight.
If you get the knight and you kill it, does he drop the jar so you get it anyway? One's just a freebie and okay.
Ah shit. There we go.
Don't forget your colostomy bag.
Give me the big. Big. The big.
Let me get that big.
We're gonna shaw. I think there's another one down here. No, it's right. There we go.
So speaking of Seinfeld, this is another story, another work story. Same guy who said that I'm gonna give you off on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
His name was Cletus, I think.
Yeah, I think you called him Cletus earlier, which I thought was an interesting choice, but I'm not here to judge.
So he's looking for something in this little mini fridge that is like on our sidebar, drink station and stuff. And he's pulling stuff out, and then finally he sees it, and he goes, hello. And I said, is
La
that
la
the
la.
voice from Seinfeld? And he said, bro, nobody ever gets that reference.
Dude, that's funny. La la la. I
Yeah,
love how
I broke
like
up with her. I figured we could still do the voice. Actually, I'm kind of over the voice.
it's so played.
Hello.
Talk to me.
And like how that is funny to anybody, I'll never understand.
Yeah. We'll kill this bastard. Oh shit. The high school that I went to, or I guess it was the whole school district. Is that how it works? Anyways, our mascot was the Panthers, and the logo looked exactly like those flying panther heads. I always thought that was pretty cool.
Those blobs are depressed, man. They're just
Oh, it's over for me.
yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and cancel. Now this, okay. I'm gonna explain what I'm gonna do here. Which there's got to be like a tactic to where you do this perfectly every time. I don't do it perfectly every time. I'll tell you that much right now. But I'm gonna basically jump into this guy, and you know, you press the down button when you're jumping. You do that downward stab, right?
Yeah.
Well, as I'm you basically clip inside of this guy, and if you continue to press the down button over and over and over again, it hits him over and over and over to where they call it jackhammering, and it's an easier way because these guys these guys are the worst because they can throw those swords. Oh, here we go. It's only because I'm trying to show it to you that I fucked it up, but anyways, you get what I'm talking about.
Sure.
Yeah, because once you're inside, all you do is just press the down button and you can kill them super easy. But
so what did you just pick up there? It looked like a raft.
That's the raft. I'm on a boat.
My visual game is on point.
I see everything.
Everything.
My daughter gave me a fork to eat this with, which is so freaking hard to eat with a fork. But I don't want to be like, hey, give me a spoon. So I'm suffering through eating it with a fork.
Dad of the year right here, folks.
Exactly.
Willing to eat in turmoil.
I am a wonderful man.
Your humility knows no bounds.
Have you ever heard of a comedian called Michael Ian Black?
Yes.
He's also an actor in a ton of stuff too, but
yeah.
He has a comedy album called I Am a Wonderful Man. If you've never heard that, holy shit, you need to get on that ASAP. That one kills me every time.
That's a hell of an endorsement. I'm sure it's good.
Watch, I'll go back and listen to it and be like, this sucks. Yeah, but no, I really, it's very, very, are you serious? It's very, very good.
I got Ashley and I tickets to go see Adam Sandler.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's coming to town in February, and I thought that would be a fun thing to go do. I figure it's probably at both his age and ours. It's probably
right.
a once-in-a-lifetime thing, you know? Because I can't remember the last time that he was doing like a comedy tour.
Right.
I think that would be fun. I wonder what it's going to be. I would imagine it's going to be him with the guitar just doing songs, I would think. I don't see him doing actual stand-up comedy, but probably sing about Chris Farley.
Does he have a song about Chris Farley?
Yeah.
Oh, he does. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, there was like one. I feel like the last time he was on the tour or whatever, or he did like a DVD or a streaming special. I said DVD. Jesus Christ. Like a streaming special at the end of it, he had a tribute to Chris Farley. So I was just being an insensitive prick and saying that. But now
Very
that you
on
made
brand.
me explain it, yeah. Now it's even worse.
I'm not
our legion of followers have left us.
Yeah.
It's all your fault.
Yeah, all 6 of them.
All 6, huh? We're up to 6?
We're up to 6? Mom, get in here!
You guys are getting paid?
I don't know why I just cast that spell and used up the last of my magic.
Obviously, to handicap yourself because you're a professional.
Right? Well, I've already died once, so what's another death?
Twice, I think.
No, just once.
No, it's twice.
Well, no, I restarted the game. That first one doesn't count.
Yeah, I know. You've died twice on this run. You bonked yourself, and then you died earlier.
Maybe that is true.
It is true.
It is true. I am for
Edit
certain.
this in and say that Adam was right this time.
Yeah, we need an opposite of an Adam blunder, like something I can put on screen.
Adam excellence.
Holy crap, dude. Why am I having such a hard time?
This guy looks like he's like riding the best
Shit.
run right at the fair.
Yeah.
With the little mechanical horse.
The best ride at the fair.
Do you have Renaissance festivals? Have we talked about this?
No.
Are there Renaissance festivals near you?
Not that I know of. There might be.
Oh man, you got to come to Ohio one of these times in September and October, and we got to go to the Ren Fest together, bro.
I would love to. I think that would be a lot of fun. Plus, I've never had mead, and I would like to try mead.
Oh man, they make this killer drink called the Queen's Tea, and it's made with honey mead and woodchuck harvest cider.
Woodchuck.
That's the brand.
Yeah, no, I figured. I just like that name.
But man, it's really good. And you know, like it's booze mixed with more booze. So what's more Viking than that?
Heck yeah, baby.
Right.
And we're inside a rock for half a second. Oh shit. So, anyways, now we got to get back off the
Twisted Sisters, "I Want to Rock" should be playing right when this happens.
Rock. Pyong.
Pyong.
Okay. So, on our next episode, we will get off the island and use our raft. Go over to.
Are we being voted off the island, or was this on our own free will?
We're throwing ourselves off the island. We're like, screw you guys, I'm out of here.
I'm sorry. Well said. I'm sorry.
You know, we should. I shouldn't say it. We'll bring that back up maybe on the next episode, so we'll have something to start off talking about. So. All right, guys, thanks for watching.
All right. Well, while Steve continues to eat his dinner with a fork and not a spoon, we are now on the 3rd episode of Zelda II, as we are now ready to cast away ourselves off the island of the mass graves, which in no way is creepy to anyone.
We're just trampling over those burial plots too.
Yes, only one person's important, by the way, and it was the king. Everyone else is a nameless casualty. And here we are. We've just used our raft. We are on to the new world.
The new world.
While strangely, the townspeople look exactly the same.
Ba, 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 ba. See, this chick right here, she's thirsty. And you go here and you get the water from the fountain.
Oh, I was taking that completely different.
Oh, thought I meant the other thirsty.
Yes, the come in and let me heal you kind of thirsty.
Let me heal you. I can restore your life. Zip.
So this morning, I'm in this Twitch networking group on Facebook. And this morning I saw that there was this post of this female streamer who was like in the Santa Claus outfit. You know, it was kind of suggestive in a way, but she was advertising what game she was playing, you know, and all this. And so I checked the comment section because, you know, I had to. And I wasn't surprised by all of the different comments that were in there. And so then later, the same streamer posts her with all of these like cards in her hand. And she says that she's giving away autographed cosplay cards to come in. So get involved in the stream and you can find out how you can win one or whatever. So she's showing all of the cosplay. And of course, all of the cosplays are suspicious in nature. And so I had this, well, not suspicious,
or suggestive,
suggestive in nature. So I'm in the comment section and I have this typed out.
I was like, suspicious? Is she like taping her head onto someone else's body or something?
No. Suggestive is, I guess, what I meant to say.
Yeah.
So I had this typed out and I was going to send it, but I decided not to. But it was like something to the effect of like, I'm going to quit my job and set up a lemonade stand and get rich off all the thirst in this comment section or something along those lines. But I was like, you know what? No, because it's not really, I mean, it wasn't really that funny.
Yeah.
And like, it's not worth all of the, now I'm going to be female streamer shaming if I say anything like that. So,
well, you know what's funny? I have a funny story that kind of goes along the lines of this. Is I used to be in this Nintendo collector group on Facebook. Man, this group used to be so freaking good. You would not believe how much of my collection I bought from people in that group, and now it's like totally garbage. But we gotta get a doll. Here's my dolly.
So is that just like a hidden screen that you just have to find by walking to it?
Yeah, just that little square. You just got to know where that square is or find it or whatever. I think Nintendo Power pointed those out. I'll have to, I should look for that.
The memories. Continue.
So there was this girl who had a killer collection. Oh, this guy. You want to do your rising crouch stab just into him over and over and over again because it's the same deal. You clip into him and it's easy to kill him. So anyways.
What the hell is that?
That's a kid. That's a kid that was captured by the minions or whatever.
Oh.
So anyways, there was this girl or a woman, or I never know how to refer to women my own age. I think we've talked about this before. Do I go, hey, there's this girl or there's this woman? But I feel like if I say woman, I'm talking about someone older than me.
It's too old and a girl is too young.
Exactly. There needs to be another word.
Female.
That doesn't sound good.
I know. Now we're like, exposing ourselves.
Well, and it's funny because like I know I've heard or I've seen women on Twitter talking about how like they hate being called females, and it's like, oh, I didn't know that. I mean, I don't refer to women as females, right, but I'm like, man, I didn't. That's another bad one. I can't say that now. Okay,
I'm just trying to be respectful.
As long as, yeah, no, seriously, just trying. It's so much harder for older people like us, where it's like we were raised a certain way or culture was a certain way, and now it's like all the rules have changed on us. It's like you say the wrong thing, you're fucking canceled. Fuck you.
Like, no, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be offensive. Help me.
Yeah, I really, I'm not against you. No. Yeah,
I'm here for it.
Yeah. But anyways, there was this woman, girl, whatever. Anyways, she's our age. In this group, 1, 2, 3. Wait, is that what I? No. I'm doing the wrong thing. Oh, you bitch. There's this woman. I'm gonna tell this story for the next hour.
Oh, you bitch.
Yeah.
There's this woman.
Right. Oh my god.
That was great.
Yeah, as soon as it came out of my mouth, I'm like, ugh, that's not who I'm talking about. The Octorok is the bitch, just to be clear. Well, there's this woman who's in this collector's group, and killer collection, very respected seller in the group, super active and all that, and like she had posted this picture of her holding up these cartridges that she had for sale. She wasn't wearing anything provocative or anything like that. Yes, right. She looked attractive, but she's just an attractive woman. That's right. All there is to it.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Well, like all the guys are getting like really creepy on her. And
cringe level.
Yeah, I know. And so I'm just like, hey, finally at one point I was like, guys, I'm sure she didn't post that. She posted the picture to sell the games. I'm sure she didn't want everyone in here coming in and commenting on her appearance or something like that.
Or what she's doing Friday night.
Right. Yeah. And it's just, I don't know. And if it was, well, of course, maybe it's because I already did this, but anyways, I don't know if I would do that same thing now, but it kind of bothered me the way that these guys, it's like, hey, the fact that we have a woman in a collector's group like this, that is a male dominated subculture, I think is pretty freaking cool. It
is pretty cool.
And it's like, she should be able to post pictures of her games without people being drooling over her and like gawking at her and stuff like that. Well, anyways, I said that thing and And then, like a couple minutes later, she comments, she's like, "No, it's okay." Basically, like she's enjoying it, and it's like, well, there's nothing wrong with that either. I just
this is a hell of a confidence booster. Shut up, Steve.
Exactly. She's like, "Fuck you, man. I'm feeling good. I know I look good in this top or whatever."
Right.
But no, I was like, okay, hey, back at it, boys. But I felt bad for her because the way those guys were talking to her, but she's like, "No, it's all good."
That's hilarious.
I don't know. Hey,
carry on.
If there are any women that actually watch this show and hear that story, comment down below how you would react in a situation like that if a guy stood up and said, "Hey, you know what? Let's not objectify this person," basically, because like it was one of those deals where I'm like, I felt like I was trying to do a good thing, because it's like if that was my daughter, I wouldn't want people talking to her like that. And,
right, especially when she's just trying to be happy about her video game collection.
Right.
Right.
But at the same time, trying to be empathetic here, I have to understand that, like,
there's a lot of virgins in retro groups.
Well, that too. But it's not my job.
The best skills at dealing with the opposite sex.
Oh, good Lord. It's like we go into retro gaming conventions and it's like BO City.
BO and
like
butt
it's
cracks, man.
Yep. Console.
Not
no, but
everyone.
she doesn't need me to stand up for her, and she can stand up for herself if she wants to and stuff. But like that's the difference between modern culture and the culture that we grew up in, is that like the culture that we grew up in says, "Hey, you stand up for a lady," you know, if people are treating her poorly. Oh, all three of them in one shot.
Pro strat.
But yeah, the way we grew up, it was like, hey, if people are treating a lady poorly, you stand up for her and defend her honor and stuff. And culture now is like, hey, she doesn't need you to defend her honor. She can defend her own honor. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that it's confusing for people like us who the world was different for.
I agree. It's difficult to, like, which way is the good way? That's the one that I mean.
I'm trying to respect you. You're respecting me too much. Don't respect me so hard.
Read me a little.
Yeah. That's why, like, I'm hesitant to say hardly anything online just because I'm just like, I don't want to be taken the wrong way.
Well, I mean, I would like to think that most of the people that would be listening would be people that have, know you and would know differently.
Well, you would hope so, but like, oh, heck yeah, look at that dog. With social media though, like you never know who's reading.
Right.
It could be someone who,
and it's fucked up that people can take clips of audio like that and take things out of context and make it look like, hey, jeez. And then even when you defend yourself and it looks like that, you're right, or, you prove yourself right, then they still like look at you like,
oh, you son of...
Did you hear what he said?
Did you hear what he said?
Remember when like deep fakes first
came
out?
Gosh, deep fakes, that's some crazy shit.
Man, like think about like the legal repercussions of those. You know what I mean? Like how you could like theoretically make it look like somebody was at a place, or whatever. Like
I remember
you have
one
to try to disprove that. That's
right
wild shit.
There was this one where this guy he made videos where he was Tom Cruise basically, and like I had not heard of what the whole deep faking thing was at that point, and I just remember watching that being like, my brain just could not comprehend, because I'm like, there's no way that's Tom Cruise, but at the same time there's no way that's not Tom Cruise. It was just absolutely nuts. And But you know, I don't know if you knew this, but I think we talked about this before. But I know you haven't seen The Mandalorian, so this isn't going to make necessarily a ton of sense for you. But like, there's this. Well, you know what? Okay, I guess I can't be specific. There's a scene where basically, they do a deep fake of someone in the show. I'll just say that. Well, there was a, oh, look at that. There's a deep fake artist that made his own rendition of that scene. Cause he watched the show, he saw that scene and was basically like, I think I can do better. And he did, and he made the scene, and it looked so good that he got hired by what was it, Industrial Light and Magic? Is that what it is? Or
Yeah,
the Light and Magic? I don't know. Anyways,
it's Light and Magic.
Yeah,
You're
ILM.
right.
Yeah, ILM was what I meant. So anyways, yeah, he got hired by them because his deepfake was so freaking good. It was better than what they had in the show. So they were like, we want you to come work for us. Crazy stuff.
Imagine being like that talented in your home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I did better than Disney fucking Studios.
Hell yeah, dude. That's freaking nuts.
Well, not Disney, Industrial Light and Magic. You get it.
I know what you meant.
You work for the bank. The bank works for me. If so facto, I'm your boss.
I'm your boss.
Did you ever see Dodgeball? That's another underrated comedy.
I did. I think I only saw it one time though, because I remember not thinking it was that funny.
Oh my word!
There's
you take those words out of your mouth, sir.
Why I am only playing terrible like this because I'm doing this with you on the show. It must be like because I
hear
am
that, folks?
I am playing so bad, and it's just like you're jinxing me. No, I'm just joking.
He's blaming it on me.
No, it's like if I wasn't trying to, because I want to do a good job. I want to show up and kick ass for you.
I feel like you're doing a great job.
Yeah, I'm doing.
You've died twice. What do you want?
To not die at all. I've done it before. I should be able to do it again.
But you said as a disclaimer in the beginning of this series that more often than not, you do take it down.
Give me your logic.
I'm trying to help you, Steve.
Shut up. I want to feel crappy about myself. That's basically my whole life right there.
Yeah,
oh, I jackhammered the hell out of that motherfucker. No.
That's what she said. You had to say it with like a questioning voice at the end. Like, was that right?
I'm Ron Burgundy.
I'm Ron Burgundy?
Pew. Yeah.
Yeah, because you know you're supposed to do that.
The falling down the hole.
Yeah.
Yeah. Blue ball go down the hole. Oh.
Did you ever race 16-bit heroes in this game? I feel like that was the thing.
He beat me.
I mean, I had to have been close though.
No, the pressure got to me and I fucked up big time.
The pressure got to me.
No, seriously. That's another thing where it's like I really wanted to do well.
Yeah.
And the pressure. I'm not good at competitive shit like that though. Like I guess I feel
like I'm not either.
I did another tournament of Zelda 2 where there's a run called Horsehead Percent, and basically all it is a run to the boss at the end of the first castle. Remember Sarah Jessica Parker?
Sarah Jessica Parker, yes.
So I was in a Horsehead Percent tournament, and I'd practiced, and I mean I knew I wasn't gonna win, but like I'd practiced and shit, and I was just like, yeah, this is gonna be a good time. And I just crumbled under the freaking pressure, and the friend of mine who had invited me to play is like, hey, so you enjoy it? And I'm like, no. I was like, no, this is not for me. I love the game.
Aww.
And I love playing the game, but I'm like, I just can't do this. It's just too much.
I had a similar experience. I promoted the hell out of this Super Metroid race with my boy Cat Nintendo. Love me some Cat Nintendo. And we were both enthusiasts of Super Metroid, and we had both kind of practiced it around the same time. So like I was trying to like get a PB on times, and he thought like to go back and like work on his PBs. So we're like sharing strats and sharing times and stuff. We're like, you know what? We should race each other. That sounds super fun.
Oh
And
gosh.
so we promoed the fuck out of it for a week. And we were both like really close in time. So like assuming everything went well, you know, it was going to be pretty goddamn exciting to watch because we were going to be right around the same spots the whole game, you know. And of course, I completely fuck it up like 15 minutes into the run and die and have to start over. So it's already ruined. And so then like we did like a mulligan or we did it again. And then I made it past that part, but I died at a different spot, like still early on.
That sucks, dude.
So like it was just like the whole thing. I was just like, well, Cap, you completely kicked my ass twice in a row. And I tip my hat to you. Sorry, I completely sucked ass. I've been practicing this game all week. I've been doing really good, and this is by far the worst I've done it all week in a row. So, you know, that's pretty sweet.
Well, that sucks, man. I feel you, though. Like I said, I've been there myself twice. And
Yeah.
it's a real pain in the tuchus. It's a totally like
Implode.
Yeah. Implode is a great way to put it.
I mean, to be fair, I think his PB was like 3 or 4, maybe even 5 minutes faster than my PB at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I already needed a miracle, you know, let alone to diet Kraid like an idiot.
Did I tell you? I don't know if I ever told you this. I own the strategy guide for Super Metroid, which is
wow, that might be worth something.
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
I bought it back when you could still buy retro stuff without like taking out a second mortgage.
Yeah.
There it is.
Ooh, that was nice.
Those guys can also be a little unpredictable. Not terribly, but a little. Shit. Again, same deal. You can get her. Fuck.
Does that mean you lose the key?
No, I got the key now.
Oh, okay. Well, so it might even be strategic to take it death.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you weren't trying to do deathless, I mean, I know I've already died, but it's like I don't want to die anymore. But yeah, no, that's a strat and that's one thing that Ian did, or 16-Bit Heroes did when we raced, is he took strategic deaths, and because I'm a deathless player, like I didn't even ever think about doing those things. And so like he really like kicked my ass like big time in a few parts because he would die strategically. And I mean, kudos to him because I mean, obviously that's what he should have done, but I was just inexperienced and I didn't know or think about doing that. So
how do you feel about Link having a like kind of a semi-constant permagrin the whole game?
He does look very happy, doesn't he?
I'm extremely happy to be in the face of
Yay,
peril.
I'm questing.
Look at me, I'm adventuring.
Adventuring. Time to kill this guy. Oh, this guy.
And see, don't you think like every time you come in one of these rooms, like this is the final boss? Like it has like the curtains, the final boss curtains.
Yeah, it does have boss vibes for sure, those curtains. How did that get me? This guy also is RNG. So like you crouching on this side of the screen gives you better chances, but like again, it's just a crapshoot.
So you just use his own energy against you, huh?
Yep. You reflected his shots back at him, and then diddly do.
Diddly dee.
Pyong.
Max level, right?
Yep, we're max attack now. And since I got the boots, I can walk on water.
We can only get so erect, and we have reached maximum erection.
Speak for yourself, homeboy.
We're at level 8 erection. Look at you walking across the water like a biblical figure of sorts.
Yeah. Like a certain biblical figure.
A very specific one.
All right, so now we're going to
No deep end.
the Island Palace. What'd you say? No deep end?
Yeah, there's no deep end in this ocean.
Island Palace, bee hatches. This is the stupidest palace. I hate this palace. But the key is you almost never want to go right. So when in doubt, go left in this palace. But I'll try to point those things out to you as we go through, because this palace like trolls the hell out of you.
Is this the one that has like an elevator through a wall or something?
I don't think. No. I think you're thinking of the Great Palace, which is like the last one.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's what I meant. Yeah.
That's what I meant. Yeah, that's the ticket. Now we gotta go back because we can't get keys when we're a pretty lady.
What's that supposed to mean? I mean,
you think I can't get keys?
See what I mean? Look at that. Even at full power, it still takes like 10 slashes on those dildos.
I used to be in a punk band called the 10 Slash Dildos.
10 slash.
Did you catch
Sounds like it was pretty hard.
It's pretty hard. What the fuck am I doing? Holy hell.
Kicking ass and taking names was what it looks like to me.
Not really. Ah, behold a keyhole.
Behold the keyhole.
Yeah, like I said, you never go right, so we're going left. These witches that throw fire at you are a huge pain in the ass. Even at attack level 8, I think it still takes like 3 hits to kill them. And
What a bunch of little witches.
They don't stay on screen long enough for you to do any sort of extensive damage to them.
Ah, yes, the Castlevania falling blocks. Love it.
Oh, I'm not even high enough to do that yet. You... Man, this game is pissing me off tonight.
This is definitely going to require the angry Steve character.
Right?
That we have yet to use.
No, we've used it.
Oh, we have? Maybe
Yeah.
I'm not paying attention.
We used it a couple times, I think, on Moonlighter.
I was going to say, you haven't really gotten angry.
I can't use it. I can't use it on Wheel of Fortune because I'm constantly just kicking your ass.
Just winning all the time. I rewatched that, and that expression was poor shit. I agree with myself.
Dude, oh, that was one thing I meant to mention to you. And I maybe I'm, because I have an episode that I think is going up tomorrow. But the last couple episodes of Wheel, you are crazy salty in. You should.
Well, Steve, I've been beaten up and spit out, chewed up. Wheel of Fortune does not like me, and I feel like I'm a pretty solid Wheel of Fortune player, but apparently not.
I guess not.
I guess not.
Now, sadly, I can't jackhammer this guy.
That's what she said?
I can't jackhammer this dude. Oh, shoot. I wasn't supposed to do that, was I? Okay. No, I cannot.
See, this is the kind of shit I'm talking about right here. What is that?
Oh, walking through the wall.
Yeah.
You just walk through the wall.
Well, right, because, everyone's just supposed to know that.
I don't understand the question. Oh, I killed that
The
turd.
last couple rounds of Wheel of Fortune, you're super salty in.
Dude, you were like, I was like, man, Adam sounds a little pissy here.
Well, I apologize if that's the case. I promise I've never been actually mad.
Oh, no, I'm like, that's why I said salty, because I don't think you were legitimately mad. I think you were just like video game mad. There's a difference.
There is a difference, yeah.
And there's a toilet
Although
plunger.
I have gotten I've had some episodes I'm not proud of in playing Dark Souls 3 that I've done online that I wish I could take back.
Yeah.
But
I just play up the anger when it happens. Like, I do legitimately get angry, but like at the same time, like I play it up for comedic effect.
oh my god, man, there was one time during Retro League I lost my absolute mind playing Street Fighter 2 against Ryu, who's the computer controlled player.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so bad that it got clipped, right? And it was like the sound effect of that made it on, I think, one or two other streamers' streams. So you could type in a sound command and hear my rant.
Oh, really? Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I wish I could have heard that and seen that.
So I've got that kind of notoriety for my video game meltdowns.
That's funny.
I mean, but realistically, though, is there anything less fun than playing a head-to-head fighting game against the cheap-ass computer? Like, why was that ever fun as a kid? Because it is absolutely miserable as an adult playing it.
Well, in some of those games, I can't remember Street Fighter necessarily, like if it was bad. Shit. If it was bad about this
cheat.
or not, but like, yeah, no, they will pull out the special. At just the right moment. Oh, there we go.
Or like there'll be like certain frames that they were supposed to take damage, or your attack is supposed to take priority. But if the difficulty level on the computer is set too high or high enough, it will have like they will always get priority over your attacks, and there are some frames where hitboxes aren't detected. So like it's just like exposing developers' way of like making the game hard by just making the computer cheat.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah, it's like at the very moment they'll get like, oh, the perfect combo or something.
They don't have to charge their moves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's like, yeah. So why as a kid did I ever spend my Friday and Saturday night just endlessly banging my head against the wall trying to play the computer? It's not like I'm that much worse of a video gamer. If anything, I would like to think that I'm better now than I was as a kid. And I still want to snap the controller in half.
Oh shit. I love Brian. Classic Concurrent.
Classic Concurrent.
Yeah. He's a really nice guy. But good lord, okay, this is the one. Okay, this you don't want to go down here. And I always forget, so I have to go, and then I see the blue horse, and it's like, oh, that's right, I don't want to go down there. So I am actually going to go up here and get this. I normally wouldn't waste. There we go, cancel. Because I want to
pee bag.
I need to get over 1,500 experience points so I can get the free big level, and I'll show you what that does in a minute here. It's going to blow your damn mind.
I'm ready to be blown. I mean...
there we go.
What were you gonna say though? You were about to tell a story.
Oh, but man, oh fuck! Why did I accidentally hit the shit? Damn this game! I love Brian, but like, dude, I never wanted to play in that league. It's like all they do is play games that I have no desire to play, and it's probably a good thing that I never joined, because I probably would have ruined my reputation by being a real dick to everybody, because I'd be just the whole concept of that would just make me miserable. I could not do it.
It doesn't sound very Steve-esque, I must say.
Steve-esque. Well, you know, I already explained earlier, like how
the competition thing.
The competition thing, it
stresses you out.
It stresses me out.
It's not fun for you.
Yeah, when I get stressed, I don't always act very Steve.
I mean, it's fair and understandable.
But yeah, like everyone, how are you going to play in the league this year? I'm like, hell no. No desire.
We always wanted you to, though, because you're the retro death row, and this is the retro gaming league. You know what I mean? Like, this is the face of retro. We need to have the sweaties in here.
There's actually a guy on Twitch called the face of retro.
I can only lose to Green Slade Gaming so many times before I want to lose to someone else.
Oh, Green Slade, what a guy.
The man is a monster.
He is a monster.
So is Jake Rock and Space Coast, though.
That's
I
true
mean, my
too. Yeah,
word.
those guys are ridiculous.
I was like, damn, guys, could you save some pee for the rest of us?
Save some pee.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm trying not to, like, be 100% vulgar on this.
Oh, we were gonna say the P word for the lady parts.
Yes. Trying to be respectful.
I couldn't. I was like, what pee is he talking about here? Save some
Well,
penis for the rest of us, guys.
I mean, they could save those too. The world needs those. They're just as important, Steve.
Yeah. There we go. Fuck me. I didn't think I was gonna kill that guy.
But yeah, it's like Jake Rock will play a game and be like, all right, this is my first time sitting down. We're going to see how it goes. And then, like, I'll check Facebook the next day. Well, we got another world record.
Right, exactly. Dethroned somebody who's held this record for the last 10 years.
No shit. It's like, how did you do this? You just played it last night.
Okay, you need to watch this. I'm not going to move while it counts up my points here, but this is really something very... I did not even know that of this as an option. And this is another thing that Ian did when I was racing him, where how he totally obliterated me. Okay, so remember, attack maxes out at level 8, right?
Yes.
Well, it has me at attack will go up, and it's like, oh, I could go level 9. No, if you pick that, it gives you an extra life, which, I mean, is fine.
Oh, yeah,
but
it's not worth 9,000.
I can do this. And just crank everything. Because I got 9,000 points to spend.
Yeah. I would figure that would be like, that's like the natural thing you should do, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, but normally, most people, if you just
Would
play
do
the game...
9,000 thing because they want to get more attack power, and then they end up getting the steaming pile of poo, which is the extra life.
Well, and most people wouldn't level up the way that we did, though. So, like, they wouldn't even really have to make that decision. You know, if you're just playing the game normally, you're just gonna get your stuff and do your thing and blah blah blah.
What is that big intimidating looking weird thing that
The
was
river
blocking
monster.
the path? The river monster. Well,
Do I need to go in here? Am I doing something stupid right
why
now?
did I
am
not
doing
know
something
that
stupid.
immediately?
We're gonna do it anyways. Yeah, it's a river monster. I don't think I need to do this. Yeah, you can tell it's been a while since I played this, so my brain's a little foggy. Oh.
Ooh, that scorpion's taking no shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's just a pea bag.
Here's your pea bag.
It's a 5 hundo, though. But
Save
still.
some of those for the rest of us, will you?
Save some penis for the rest of us, Space
Save
Coast.
some penis for the rest of us.
Save some pee? What is he talking about?
Well, it goes both ways because it could mean that they've got gigantic dongs or they're taking all the.
Well, I think both are
lady
true.
parts. I think both are true.
Knowing
Damn, I
old
did it
Jeff.
I've met Jeff in real life.
Have you?
Yeah.
Where?
Ironically enough, he has one of his wife's family members lives in a town that is like 35 minutes away from me.
Oh, really? Well, that's interesting.
So they came up and to visit them, and while he was here, we met up for some drinks.
Jeff is such a nice freaking guy.
Yes, he is. Huge dog.
Yeah, yeah. Boy, is he packing. He'll never see this. That's a shame.
I'm going to tell him to go back and just watch this episode.
Yeah, just watch this one. Don't worry about any of the other ones. Just watch this one.
Trust
Episode
me,
3.
You want to watch episode 9. Wink.
Episode 9. We ain't going that long.
I don't really know the number.
Oh my gosh.
I really talk up your trouser snake there.
Jeff with a huge peepee.
I love how those lizards were just chucking fireballs over the fence like Tim Allen's neighbor in Home Improvement.
Yeah.
Ironically, I think his name was Wilson too.
His name was Wilson. Why? Who else's name was Wilson?
The volleyball in Castaway that I mentioned
Oh,
earlier.
right, yeah. Hey, Mr. Wilson!
Home Improvement was a good show.
That was a good show. Or I liked it back then. I wonder if I
Yeah.
would still like it now. Some of that stuff I go back and watch it. I'm like, eh.
That's what we should do for the TV show idea you were talking about. We should. I know. But things like that, like see if they hold up. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna have to bleep all this out because I don't want anyone stealing that idea because I think that's actually a pretty fun idea.
It was really vague. I tried to be vague.
Oh well, you know how much streamers or / content creators love stealing ideas.
Besides, what happens if it's now or when we actually do it? If we actually do it, then they can steal it then. So if they're gonna steal it, it's
well, yeah, but then they can be like, oh, they totally ripped off those guys that nobody watch.
I think you're putting a little bit too much stock in our fame level here.
Did you hear how he's talking to your legion of followers?
Me, you, and Amanda Pants will remain quiet.
And Fergburger.
And Fergburger, I forgot. Sorry, Fergburger.
I told Ferg today in chat. I was like, you got a couple shout outs on recent episodes. I don't know if you've been watching yet. He's like, no, I haven't seen those yet.
The comment one-lining champion.
Yeah.
If I ever was writing a TV show, I would demand that him be at the writer's table.
The dude is funny, for real. Life. Go in here. We ain't having sex with the old lady.
So I was,
Oh, actually, hold on. What did she say?
No, yeah.
Stop by for a while. Because I knew she said something weird. Revived!
So I was talking about your overlay earlier and how sexual it was.
Yeah.
And it got me thinking of like, man, this would be so cool. Like back when we were kids, this was so far away from any kind of technology that we had. And this is the fact that we're able to do it like this now effortlessly. And so it got me thinking of, I was in Cat Nintendo's stream last night and he was doing this emulator shuffler where it was the first 3 Castlevania games, and every minute it would cycle through a different game of the 3.
Yeah, I've seen.
And it would take a save state at each one, and it would keep going until he beat all 3 of them, right?
That's nuts.
And I was like, man, like that's so beyond what we could even think would be possible.
Oh, seriously? Yeah.
You know, like, and this the fact that it's just like, oh yeah, it takes 10 minutes to set up on your computer, you know, or however long it takes. Like I would imagine not very long, you know, if you knew what you were doing. But
you know,
just
that
the fact that
sorry, go ahead.
You can do that today is just pretty sweet, you know.
That's true. Yeah, no, and that is pretty mind blowing. Like that's even a possibility. Considering, like, I mean, especially like games like this or Castlevania that came out 30 plus years ago, you know.
Right. We had RBA baseball and we liked it.
RBA baseball. We like it. No, but it's funny because rewind to several years ago when my kids were really little and they were way into Minecraft like kids are these days. Still, that game has some lasting power, I'll tell you what. But so anyways, they were really into Minecraft and they would watch these YouTubers play Minecraft. And I remember saying to them, why do you want to watch someone else play video games? Just play the game yourself.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Those words have left my mouth before. Absolutely.
Oh, but what you just said a second ago, though, triggered in my memory something that happened in my childhood. There was one time, and I don't know what this was about, but one time for some reason, of course, one time, my dad, I don't know if he did it on purpose or by accident or whatever, but he hooked it up to where the NES was inputting to the VCR, and he recorded a few minutes of gameplay of the original Legend of Zelda. And I remember, like, I'm watching Zelda on tape right now. It blew my in my fucking mind. And I just remember, and I asked him, I'm like, can we do that again? And him being like, what are you doing? And I didn't really say anything at this point because I was kind of embarrassed, but I'm like, I just want to watch video games on TV.
Yeah.
And now
Sega
it's like
Channel, man. Holy shit.
Sega Channel.
Sega Channel was the shit.
Did you have Sega Channel?
No, but like the rich kid, you know, like
The
there was
rich
always
kid,
like the one rich kid had it, so we'd go over to his house like once a month, and like, you know, you want your 20 minutes on the Sega Channel.
Sega Channel. Not me. I hate Sega.
the concept, you know. I don't even think I was aware of game company, rivalry back then. It was just, they were just all games.
It's all just games.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Beer Clock. Here we are. Hello. Before we get too far into this episode, I'd like to give a special shout out to Elgato for all the fine products they make for streamers and content creators, specifically the Elgato Wave 3 microphone that both me and Adam use in our streaming setups. You may notice in this video that there is doubled audio of the game, so it's going to sound just a tiny bit echoey. Me and Adam's beautiful voices sound absolutely perfect, so those are unaffected in any way, but we get twice the game audio. That's 2 for the price of 1 because of Elgato and their lovely patented Wavelink software screwing up my settings every time I update the software. So we appreciate Elgato for their attention to detail and making sure that every time I update, I have to absolutely reset everything that I set up before. All right, now back to the show.
We just got done with all of our best stories for the day, so now you're left with mediocre support content.
Right.
Welcome.
Yeah, there's
followers.
That's the thing. Adam and I always get on these calls and I'm explaining this as I go. This level, you don't have to do anything here. You can. There's a pee bag over there, but again, if you don't really need it, it kind of doesn't matter. So.
Or if you peed before you went into the car,
exactly,
like your parents tell you to, you don't need the pee bag.
You don't need the pee bag, Jerry.
It's the pee bag, Jerry. The best.
Now, but what always ends up happening is Adam and I get on these calls and we start talking, and then we invariably get it like up talking about our lives or what's going on and shit. I'm doing terrible because I'm trying to narrate and fight that guy who sucks.
This gives Steve the ultimate excuse to suck in Zelda.
Right.
Oh, it's because of the call.
But no, well, we end up talking and stuff, and then I'm like, we shouldn't be talking about this. We should be saving this for the show. We need to just institute a rule, and maybe I should do this right now, like on this playthrough. Just be like, bro, when we get on for these calls, it's sound check, and then we're going live, okay? None of this chit chat beforehand, because we're wasting all these golden moments that people will never hear.
Subscribe to our non-existent Patreon and we'll record the off bits as separate.
Yeah, right. Oh, Beer Clock uncut.
The director's cut.
Ah. Oh,
we'll
damn it!
I have like the picture of like a blurred, uncircumcised penis.
Oh my gosh! Wow, you went really far there.
Hey, this is early in the morning, Steve. I'm wild.
Yeah, we are. This is the earliest we have ever recorded.
I am actually the most awake. I am at peak performance right now.
There we go. Get out of here, fool.
I still say it takes entirely too long to kill those things.
I was literally about to say, wow, Adam, we encountered one of those guys and you didn't gripe about how long it took me to kill him.
Joke's on you. Complained about it anyway.
I still got it in. Oh, oh my gosh. Okay, so see, notice how those fireballs fell through the floor? There's a hole in the floor here after the third statue. So I cast the jump spell because I just prefer to play it safe. Not everybody does that. That's an optional deal.
Oh. So is that enemy placement there specifically so you see the hole in the floor?
I figure they probably wanted to throw you a bone and, yeah, make it to where it's like, oh, there's a hole in the floor, you know?
Throw me a bone here.
Oh my gosh!
It wouldn't be the same if I didn't do my typical From Software shout out, but there is a enemy boss that's a recurring boss in Elden Ring called Knight's Cavalry. And this that boss there reminded me of like the retro version of Knight's Cavalry. Because he rides on a big horse.
That's my son. That's what this guy's saying.
He like comes and beats your ass, and then once you kill, the horse, like he gets off the horse, and then you have to fight him on foot. Kind of deal. Same concept, really.
Yeah. Seizure warning.
What palace number is this?
Are
they numbered?
They're numbered, but I'm not a fan of counting, so I can't remember.
I'm not a fan of counting.
No.
Never did like it.
The Count from Sesame Street, get the heck out of here. Yeah.
My arch nemesis.
Don't force me to count. Ooh, a bag of pee.
Admittedly, though, probably the most hardcore of all of the Muppets. If I had to pick a Muppet to be on my Death Squad team, I'm going with the Count.
Going with the Count, huh?
Yeah.
I forget. Is there something in here? Okay, you'll notice, instead of doing the up stab, I'm jumping and slashing at the side of these.
Now, are these blocks. Shaw or Pyong sound effects that we're seeing right now?
It's a personal preference sort of deal. Yeah, there's not a requirement or anything.
Oh, well, I didn't know which one gave you the extra DPS.
I'm picking up on your sarcasm here, Adam. But no, you can cast the reflect spell, and it'll reflect those guys' attacks back at them. I generally don't, because I'm generally saving my magic so I don't die. But oh, I got 3 blocks on that one. Hell yeah.
So your playstyle is magic is pretty much reserved for healing only.
No, not so much that, but yeah, I'm very conservative. I would just say I'm conservative with my magic. I don't just go around willy-nilly casting spells. This isn't freaking Hogwarts.
I was gonna say, I'm not Harry effing Potter over here.
Harry mother fudging Potter. There we go, we got him! Jackhammer! Alright, seizure. Seizure. This is what, remember when we were talking about the falls before?
Yes.
And you're like, yeah, you gotta do it like 3 or 4 times. And I was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, wait, no, you gotta do it a whole bunch more than that, because I forgot this palace, you have to do it like several times. Oh, damn it, he fell off the edge. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
I'm not in great shape right now. We'll see if I can recover.
So, like, the whole point of this is just to find which hole in the floor to fall through, like...
No. Oh, what in the heck, guys? There we go. No, that whole... The whole thing! No, but that whole...
I see what you did there.
Right, yeah, not even intentional. See, you're spry and sharp as attack well, it's 11 a.m. your time. It's 10 a.m. my time. Me, I'm still like, because I was up streaming till after midnight, and I'm an old guy.
Ooh, is it Destiny night last night?
No, oh, shit, I have no magic. God, I forgot about this. On New Year's Eve, it's usually me streaming with the kids. Sometimes the wife may participate. But we just do kind of a variety of just games we can all play together. Have you ever played the game or heard of the game Ultimate Chicken Horse?
I can't say that I have, Cotton.
You should check it out. It's a really fun game. The only downside about it is that I really only see it being fun if you have other people to play with.
Yeah.
Now, it does have online multiplayer. Oh, man, maybe we should do that sometime.
Chicken Horse?
Ultimate Chicken Horse.
I'm going to Google it.
The whole thing is it's a platforming game where you basically build the levels. Here we go. So this hole wraps all the way through this level. Of course, it's the red guy. But basically,
you're not doing too good there.
No,
you're in pretty bad shape right now.
Thank you for pointing that out. But no, the way the game works is it spawns you into a level, and the level is essentially a blank slate. And as you spawn into the level, you can, it gives you this thing called the party box, and the party box has all manner of different little things that you add to the level to make it more difficult to get from point A to point B. Point B being the end. There's like a flag.
Right. And I see that there's all kinds of creepy animal players.
Yeah. I'd say they're more cute than creepy, but I mean, if you want to take it on a negative
I don't
spin,
know. That
raccoon
fine. Looks like he's got something up his sleeve. And
I love the raccoon.
There we go. Maybe I'm just.
Oh shoot!
Like,
I forgot.
What's the word? I'm predispositioned towards raccoons.
Do you have like raccoons in your area that like fudge with your trash cans or something?
I didn't tell you the basement story.
Not a raccoon basement story. I've heard all manner of basement stories, but I can't recall a raccoon one.
All right, bro. So my house was built in like 1938, and the basement down here is legitimately like, when we moved in, there hasn't been a whole lot changed from the original down here. So like when you came down here, there was like pencil sharpeners and shit, like old school pencil sharpeners that were like into the different like beams down here for when like the parents homeschooled their kids.
Whoa, dang,
like,
dude, that's crazy.
So I've got like a couple old like coal chutes and shit from when there was like an old coal stove and
coal
stuff
chutes. Wow, man. Do you guys use those? Like, I mean, I would like, hey honey, throw me the Grippos, and then she tosses a bag of chips down the chute.
It's been closed except for like there's like a small opening that's above like my water heater that's down here, and long story short, we started like finding like these like a dead bird. Like I'd come home from vacation and there'd be like a dead bird down here, and we'd be like, how in the fuck are these birds getting in here? Like I stream down here 5 nights a week, and I've never seen a live bird. Like what's the deal? And I never could figure it out. And then there was like, I don't know, there was one night where I was up in the kitchen having a beer, listening to music or something, and I look outside the window and I see this gigantic fat ass raccoon.
Yeah.
Like looking at me from the window.
Raccoons have very, like, I don't know that you'll ever see a thin raccoon. Like even the ones in the best shape have got those bulbous bodies. They're kind of like our avatars. It has only given me the red knight. This thing, it'll either give you the red knight or it'll give you a red magic bottle. And it has only given me the red knight. That's I'm not trying to give the Legion of Followers seizures.
Yeah, you're seizuring my story here, Steve.
Seriously, I'm sorry. Okay, so big fat raccoon.
Yeah, it's like staring at me from the window, and I'm like, Ashley, do you see this? Because there's a raccoon just looking at me, and it won't go away. And it was like the strangest thing, but like I didn't think anything more of it after that. So fast forward, like, I don't know, maybe a week and a half later.
Holy hell. Now, okay, sorry. I'm going to have to do this. Now I just want to see how long it takes me to get the stupid bag. I was about to give up a minute ago, but I'm like, no, I'm going to get it. And then now I'm just like, no, I just out of sheer determination and stubbornness. I'm going to do this until I get the magic jar.
Maybe it's glitched out. Is it possible for it to glitch?
I don't know. I've literally never experienced that, and I've played this game like 1,000 times.
Or like maybe when the palace loads in, it's got predestined what it's going to be, and it just doesn't change. Oh no, figured.
Yeah, your theory was bullshit.
My theory is bullshit. Thanks, Zelda 2.
Cue that and blunder.
Piece of shit game. All right, so anyway, I come downstairs and I smell like something dead, right? And I'm just like, what in the hell is that? And I'm like, did an aforementioned field mouse die in my vent somewhere, that I had spoken out before with the bat story?
Yeah.
Because, I live in a house that is haunted. Apparently.
Haunted?
And I'm looking everywhere for it, and I don't see shit. And I'm like, all right, well, there's definitely something down here. My nose tells no lies here. The nose knows.
The nose knows.
So I'm like taking my flashlight, and I'm looking around everywhere. And like behind my water heater, I see a curled up dead baby raccoon.
Oh, well, this isn't as fun a story as I thought it was going to be.
Well, listen to me, though. This is fucking traumatic. So I find this raccoon, and I go upstairs. I'm like, Ashley, there's a fucking raccoon downstairs dead in our basement. And she was like, shut the fuck up. I'm like, no, seriously. And like, we don't do well with wildlife anyway, like when they're alive, let alone dead. So we're like, I have to go out, and I get this shovel, and I'm like putting it into this trash can bag. I'm like dry heaving as I'm like taking it to the trash can.
Oh my gosh.
Like, then once we take care of it, we're like, how in the fuck did it get down here? Like, so for whatever reason, this raccoon had been down here for like a week while I was live streaming. There was a live raccoon in my basement.
It's like one of those things where you secretly find out that someone was living in your house without your knowledge, like in your attic or something.
It was exactly like that. And I'm like, what would I have done if I'm just casually streaming down here and I look to my left and there's just a raccoon face staring at me? Like, I would have literally shit my pants and screamed very effeminately.
Oh my gosh.
Like, I couldn't even fathom it, and it really freaked me out.
Okay, I have to tell you, like, I pictured you and Ashley like a mobster couple, the way you told that story. It was like, because you're like, Ashley, there's a fucking raccoon in the basement. She's like, shut the fuck up. Yeah, so it's like, I just amazing. Yeah, pass the ziti. You guys both
hey, yo, Ashley. Oh, hey, there's a raccoon down here.
Oh, quit breaking my couillons.
What you talking about? There's a raccoon down there.
Don't shut the fuck. Yeah, no, it's hilarious because that's like all that was in my mind. Is she had like one of those
yourself, Tony.
One of those big, like super stereotypical Italian wife haircuts. You know,
Sopranos. Just say the Sopranos.
The Sopranos. Yeah. Get the Sopranos going in there. Yeah. I don't know what I pictured
even the
you
name
like.
The Sopranos is like stereotype. I feel like.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the mafia would definitely have a last name like Soprano. You know?
Yeah, for sure. Oh, Tony
Why don't you just call it Operation Bananarama, ass?
I'm doing something I don't have to do
so
right
we
now.
figured out why the raccoon was down here. The chimneys weren't capped. Right? So we had to come out. We had this guy like cap our chimneys and stuff, but this fucking raccoon had fleas on it.
Oh, right.
And it gave my dog fleas. We didn't know that, so we started finding fleas on the dog.
Oh,
and then
once
we found the fleas on the dog, then we had fleas in the house. And then they were on us. And I had to call somebody out here to like exterminate that. And I had to deal with like this whole flea. I had to buy a $400 vacuum. And I had to I swept my entire house from top to bottom. It took me 9 hours to do it by myself.
Wait, what did you buy the vacuum for the fleas? Is there like flea vacuums?
Well, no, but I had to scrub my entire basement floor with soap and water, and then I let it dry, and then I got a vacuum, and I just cleaned every possible lint thing that they could possibly get on, stick on, be on. It was like all the furniture upholstery, every single vent, everything, like from the top to the bottom. Like it was, I spent a whole day. And it was like my anxiety was through the roof because I had never felt more gross in my entire life as having that happen. And this is all centered around this damn raccoon. So we figured out why the fat raccoon was out there. It was because it was the mom raccoon looking for the baby raccoon who knew it was in my house, and it was the only one that knew it was in here.
And the mom couldn't get to her baby. This whole story's really bumming me out, man.
Hey, man, I'm just saying. Raccoons are traumatic to me, okay?
Okay, I was
maybe that's why the raccoon character I'm predispositioned against it. An Ultimate Chicken Horse.
I love the raccoon though. I played as the raccoon in honor of Wildlife Cam, one of my clients that I edit wildlife videos for. And like 90% of the content is all raccoon related content, so you would absolutely hate them.
Is all raccoon related content. I didn't even know there was that much raccoon related content out there in the world.
Well,
missing out.
This guy, he has I don't know, like a patio or something, where they basically put out feed and various little things for the wildlife in the area. So they have like these squirrels and raccoons and possums.
Oh, this is the guy that has the camera that you do all the editing for.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
So, anyways, so like tons of raccoon related content and
tons of raccoon related.
So oh shoot, do I have enough for this? Hang on. I do not. I was farting around too much downstairs. The whole thing of why I'm doing this, because I don't have to do any of this right now, but I got curious of whether I could, you know how the whole level up thing, the cheese, where like I get
Oh yeah, the
You know, the
bonus
free
one at
level.
the
Yeah,
end.
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I was like, man, I'm so close to 9,000 right now. If I can get the 9,000, get all my bada bing, bada boom level ups going, and then get another one when I beat the level, and then farting around, I used up too much magic to where I couldn't cast the fairy spell when I needed to. So,
there needs to be a part in this video that when it goes over 9,000, you edit in the Dragon Ball Z. It's
oh,
you know, or
that would be
whatever thing
hilarious.
in there. Yeah, we'll do it right now, and then when we play the video, there won't be anything there. That was one of my favorite things.
Well, dude, you screwed it up because you should have left a space. You said, do it right now, and then leave a space
Well, I
of
knew
silence.
that it wouldn't be there
So I
because
can
it's
put
not
the
over
video.
9,000 right now. It wouldn't make any sense.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like right then. Because
You know,
you're right.
Steve.
We're not over 9,000. That would be inaccurate.
I am. I'm sick of getting the abuse on this podcast. I feel beaten up.
Adam, it's 2023. It's January 1st. It's the new year.
New year, new us.
New year. I love you, man. You're one of my best friends. I freaking love the hell out of you. And
I love you too.
I getting to do this show with you is one of the great pleasures of my life.
Even if you start out the episode by saying uncircumcised pea.
Oh gosh, I'd forgotten about that. And your horrible raccoon story. Never mind.
Remember
I take back
pea?
all that heartwarming. Yes, I do remember that.
Jeff Garrett remembers.
Save some pee for us, Jeff. Save some penis for us, Jeff. I don't know. Jeff's into penis.
That whole conversation was so funny to listen.
Did you ever tell Jeff about that episode?
No,
You
I did not.
turd.
I need
The one
to,
thing
though.
that brought me some comfort and all that is he's like, oh, he's gonna tell Jeff about this. I guess I could tell Jeff. I know Jeff.
I need to tell Jeff. Be like, hey, by the way.
I don't think I talk to Jeff as often as you do. I love that guy. He's so
That would be
kind.
even better coming from you. Like,
Oh.
man, I haven't heard from Steve in 8 months. What does he want? Hey, dude, check out this
Hey, Jeff,
episode.
watch this.
We're
We talked
talking
about your
your
penis.
huge dog.
It was all very complimentary.
Yeah, all complimentary for sure. If anything, it's out of envy and jealousy.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level? It's over 9,000! What, 9,000?
Little person?
Little poison.
Poison.
Do
Do you have any desire, completely off topic, do you have any desire to see the new Avatar movie?
None whatsoever.
Okay.
Do you?
Well, I did see it. I saw it on
Did
Friday.
you like it? Was it good?
Well, I think it's definitely, we're into spoiler territory. So I'll, as vaguely as I can.
Oh yeah, probably.
say
I
it.
personally don't care if you spoil it, but I think that would be a real downer for the Legion
Yeah.
of followers. So.
So I would just say it happened.
It happened. That's one hell of an endorsement.
Well,
Adam
I'm trying
from
to
Beer
remain
O'Clock.
as neutral
It happened.
As possible. It happened. A question mark out of 5 stars.
And this, okay, this is the deal. It's not that I have anything against Avatar. I just don't have any interest in seeing it. I don't know. It's not like I'm like, oh,
Well, we
screw
can talk
Avatar
about the
with your
first one.
woke
You saw the
agenda.
first one, right?
You know,
Yeah.
yeah, I did see the first one.
Okay, so let's just the thing that I could say about that movie, visually stunning. It was an amazing experience. I saw it in the theater in 3D. Totally cool. There was a part in the movie where there's like ashes coming down.
Mhm.
It was like the first 3D movie that I'd ever saw, and I legitimately like brushed my arms because I thought I was getting ashed on. Like it was that realistic to me at the time. Great experience. Now that as a movie, you take all of that away, it's the most generic movie of all time.
Right.
The crappiest tropes. It's like every single thing about it has been done to death 1,000,000 times over, and it's just like a reskin of 8 different movies.
A
within one.
reskin.
You know, like, let's be honest. It's like Fern Gully. You know, it's exactly like Fern Gully.
I never watched Fern Gully.
Well, I don't know what to say to that. That hurts my childhood heart.
Really?
Yeah, so it was a classic animated movie. Don Bluth, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is a Don Bluth gig. It
Land
definitely
Before
looks
Time
like his
fame.
style.
Yeah. But yeah, so moving into the second one, I didn't really have a whole lot of grandiose expectations. However, funny story though, the movie's starting and Ashley looks over and she says, "Fuck, is this a 3D movie?" And I'm like, "I don't know. You bought the tickets. Did you buy 3D tickets?" She's like, "I don't know. I just picked luxury, and there's people over there with 3D glasses on."
I just picked luxury.
So I'm like, "Fine, I'll go get the fucking glasses," because I'm like, now we don't know.
Right.
So I have to get up as the movie's starting, and I go out and I go get the glasses. I come back, we put them on. We're wearing them for like 10 minutes, and I look over to her. I'm like, "I don't think this is a 3D movie."
Those people are just stupid, and we're emulating.
Because then she starts looking around, and she's like, "Nobody else is wearing them."
That's
like,
funny.
You made me get up and leave the movie for these glasses we don't even need. I picked luxury.
Hey, watch this. 1, 2, 3. We'll see if this works. It doesn't work every time, but okay. Okay, see, look what I just did. I walked into this area. There are these invisible little, mini areas that it spawns you into that you can't see on the map. Well, if you do that trick that I just did, where you 1, 2, 3 with your sword and then just walk back out, it'll spawn those black overworld guys that when you walk into them, it takes you into this thing. And if you do that, it allows you to totally skip that little area. Big shout out to Riak, one of the greatest Zelda 2 players of all time, and a hell of a nice guy. I love Riak. But anyways, it lets you skip that whole thing, and Riak taught me that. So players out there,
had to have been found by accident. Originally.
Oh, I'm sure. I just did the exact same thing again.
That's pretty sweet, though.
Isn't it? It's a pretty awesome move like that, because those little areas are such a pain in the wang.
Pain in the wang.
Oh, I'm not gonna worry about it.
Nobody likes wang pain. I don't care who you are.
So much pain in my wang.
So much pain in my wang. Sounds like a song that Mort the Magnificent would put out.
I got a pain in my wang, and I'm naming it after you.
Whoa.
Let's just hang out here.
What just happened?
That guy, oh, freaking heck. That guy stopped at just the perfect spot where it effed me.
Whoa, I think the game just had a fit. That was wild.
Oh, fudge, I screwed that up.
Oh, fudge.
Yeah.
Dag-gummit.
Ah! Okay, it's funny. I know you love my dadgummits, but
I do.
I think I mean, if you Google that term, it's dadgummit, but I always heard dadgummit.
Oh, you had the D instead of the G.
Yep. So that's what I always say is dadgummit.
Dadgum. See, I always heard the G in there.
No, you implied it. I did not say it. But I mean, it does kind of make me look a little dumb for not even like saying my stupid thing correctly.
This
is a Steve blunder here. You know that stupid thing you say?
Get the glistening text over this one, please, Steve blunder.
No, I can't make the Steve blunder look like the Adam blunder. We got to do something different. Oh, fart face.
We got to do something different.
Yeah, we got to do something different whenever I do something dumb. We can't just make it a Steve blunder. Adam blunder is your thing.
I went to
where the Great Palace biatches. Okay, if you die in the Great Palace, you don't go back to the beginning of the game. If you completely lose all your lives at any other point in the game, it sends you all the way back to where Zelda's asleep, and you have to walk the walk of shame all the way back to wherever you were. But once you make it to the Great Palace, it just puts you back at the beginning of the Great Palace, which is pretty freaking sweet because that lava area that I just walked through really sucks. This bird has.
So this is the last palace.
Yep, this is the last one. Oh.
We greet you, Legion of Followers, back to the final episode of Zelda 2 as Steve triumphantly does not fight Ganon in the only Zelda game.
Yeah, I didn't realize you didn't know that.
No, I didn't. I told you I never really played this game.
Yeah.
Elevator Simulator.
So we're going to the right here. Now, watch this, though. I think there's.
I'm
one
gonna go
over here.
left.
Oh no, there's not. Okay, I thought this was one of the ones where it fakes you out. Anyways, in this one you go to the right, but in general, there's a lot of these elevators in this thing. I know your favorite thing, these elevators, but
Oh man.
oh man, love the freaking elevators. My gosh.
It'd be great if there was a mod that had elevator music playing every time that you were on an elevator.
Oh my gosh, dude, you need to check this game out. There's this game called Have a Nice Death. Have you ever heard of this?
I have heard of it, but I've never seen it or played it.
Yeah, it's a roguelike. Oh, bird with your titties out. Look at the size of those titties on that bird. My
He
gosh.
said bird with the titties out.
It's got him. Did you notice?
It's got more followers on Twitch than we do.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I got the red bird OnlyFans.
The red bird. Oh man, subscribers out the yang.
I kind of feel like OnlyFans is sort of like the Facebook of those porn light websites, because now it seems like everyone's like, oh, I'm on Fansly, and it's just like, okay.
Fansly?
Is that Fansly? You've never heard of that?
I have not. But that shows you how in tune I am to the.
I just know what I
don't
see
even
on
know
Twitter.
What genre of subscription services that entails? Like, what category do they fall under? I don't know.
But yeah, it feels like on Twitter and stuff, like everyone's like, oh, look at my Fansly, subscribe to my Fansly.
It sounds like,
shit,
I don't know, the family member that got the short end of the stick when being named. Oh, come here, Fansly.
There we go.
Fansly, come get your dinner.
Fansly.
You know Fansly only likes his chicken nuggets. Don't be such a Fansly. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't sound like... It sounds like anything than what it is.
Here, this is another one of your favorite things. Walls you can walk
see
through.
This shit. This is what I saw.
Now, this bird right here, if I hit him, I can... Well, I don't know if it's this one, but like... Anyhow, with these birds, there's multiple of these where you can walk through the wall and get to them. Sometimes they'll give you a magic jar. Sometimes they give you a red jumping bird. There's another one over here too. See, I'm not gonna fuss with it.
Does the elevator stop there on its own, or do you stop?
No, I stop it.
So how the hell are you supposed to know that there was a wall there? You just press the button towards it?
Yeah.
And just...
Well, it's a very long screen. See, there's a titty bird over there.
Titty bird.
Now, in general, see, now there's one over here too. In this palace, if you're confused about where to go, when in doubt, go follow the titty birds, because they will guide you to the correct end. That one spot right there, though, is the one place where there's one on both sides, so it can be kind of confusing. Oh, got he!
Hey, girl, what that beat do?
Find out on my Fansly.
On my bird Fansly.
Oh my gosh. How the hell? You freaking bots. I hate these fools. They are such turds.
Where did those turds go?
Where did them turds go? Oh my gosh. It's been a couple sessions since we talked about envy. We had to bring it back.
If, like I said earlier, if anything, it just makes us consistent.
You know what we ought to do is
have an envy watch party. I agree.
Do it on Discord or something. No, I was gonna say, like, we hit 100 YouTube followers or whatever, and do an envy DVD giveaway signed by the Boozy Boys.
Oh snap! That would be a priceless piece of merch. Any new Legion of followers, thank you for recent subscriptions, reviews. We love you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Adam and I talk about it. It's actually probably more me badgering Adam with it than anything. We got another subscriber! We got over 100 views on this video! Oh my gosh! You guys have to understand, though, like, for the longest time, we were lucky to get like 5 or 6 views. So we've had multiple videos go over 100 recently,
we pretty
which is
much
pretty
just
damn
did
nice.
this as a reason to hang out.
Yeah, pretty much, yes. And it still is, really. I mean, to me at least, it's just like
Sure.
I mean, would I love to see this turn into something where we have millions of followers,
A
and thousands
legion of followers.
Yeah, absolutely. But I'm not anticipating that. But if we did, that would be awesome. But anyhow, no,
surprises, yes.
it's just really cool. People have been following, people have been watching the videos, and we appreciate that from the bottom of our ding dang hearts.
From our big beloved raccoon-filled hearts.
Just try that again.
You were distracted by the bird boobs.
Yeah, I know. That's why I think that's why they got him out. They're just like,
That's why.
Like,
sure.
I know what you enjoy. I know what makes you cheer.
This little elf boy likes. Come here, you.
Little elf boy.
I mean, he is an elf, right? Look at that. I mean, the ears are telltale elf.
He's not an elf.
He's an elf.
No, he's Hylian, isn't he? I know he's not an elf, that's for sure.
I'm Googling it.
You're an elf racist. Like, you're just like, I'm gonna assume he's an elf.
Link is a Hylian, which is a sort of a elf-human hybrid as far as looks go. Canonically, there are no humans or elves in Hyrule where the game takes place, so one could argue that Hylians are elves, but as far as the official canon goes, no, he is not an elf, but neither is he human. Cue the atom blender.
That didn't the little sound effect. Okay, so I'm getting ready to fight the Thunderbird, who this is the next to last boss. So
makes total sense. Or do you remember the Thunderbird being such a nemesis in the other game?
Right. But remember, this game is the weird
It's the bastard child.
Yeah, exactly. But okay, so when you get to this guy, you want to have your magic at level 8. If you do that whole leveling up practice that we did, as we played through this game, you know how you take your levels at weird points? All that, just remember one thing. When you get to the Great Palace here, you want to be at Magic 8. Now, I know if you're a speedrunner out there, it's like, I could beat this at Magic 4 or whatever. Shut up, I'm not talking to you. But no, you want to get...
speedrunner voice is impeccable.
Yeah, exactly. That's what they all sound like in my head.
That's what they all
Except for React and Trav White.
And Retro Runner.
And Retro Runner, yeah, obviously. Everybody else was like, grr, 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 grr.
Everybody else except for those 3 people.
I got early butthole percent and
Early butthole percent.
Yeah. So anyways, if you got Magic 8, then you want to do this once the Thunderbird comes on screen. You cast the Thunder spell, the Reflect spell, the Jump spell, and the Shield spell. Now, Shield is optional, but it's nice because it lets you take more hits without dying. But basically, I never knew this. This is another thing I think React taught me. Thunder you have to cast to be able to kill the bad guy. Jump is super handy because this guy's all over the screen and having a big jump is really helpful. The Reflect spell, though, this was the one that threw me for a loop. And the whole thing is that Reflect apparently shrinks the crap out of your hitbox. So, it just makes it a lot easier to get through this guy, and then obviously Shield for when you do take hits, if you take hits.
But a sophisticated player such as yourself, we do not have to worry about such things.
I don't know.
I don't know. No, they're not gonna work here anymore.
Oh, I got one.
So this is one of Ganon's head minions, is what you're saying.
Well, I don't know what his relation is to Ganon. He's like, I started under the new guy. I don't. But no, Ganon is dead right now, so I don't know. I don't know what his relationship is with the Thunderbird. Maybe they're best pals or something.
His fireball things coming out does look like an RNG nightmare.
Yeah, it's pretty crappy. So look, there he is. He's all done.
So real quick, before you continue, there was, while we're going on to the Link Elf conversation, there was another post down where I just saw this one sentence in a comment, and I'm like, I have to know what this comment says, because that was hilarious. And it says, Link is a Hylian. Hylians are not related to elves in any way, because elves are not in any Zelda game. Seriously, you could have just Googled the question. But he posted that in response to somebody asking it in a forum.
Oh my gosh.
I just love this. Seriously, bro, you could have just Googled the question.
Okay, so
Oh my god. But why? I mean, sure, I could have.
I've often wondered this. What is the criteria for when you get pissy and just be like, bro, you didn't just Google that? Because
Yeah, right.
I think that is a totally appropriate response in some situations. But what is the criteria, though? Because self-help is something that so many people just absolutely suck at.
Right.
So, like, recently, like, I mean, I'm a father of 3, and like I've been trying to teach my kids self-help with some certain things. Well, I guess that it's not a secret or anything. Like, if they need to find anything, they don't look at all. And then they're like, hey dad, where's that thing? And I'm like, did you look? Did you check the place it normally is? If it wasn't there, did you use logic to think of where it may have been? I'm saying this and my son's sitting like 2 feet away from me. I love you very much, son, but you're not great at looking for things. But anyways, so it's like, so people suck at self-help. Well, the Googling of things, and then people made that let me Google that for you. Have you seen that?
Yes.
That's hilarious. It's like, that is the most passive aggressive thing.
For sure.
Passive aggressive, petty, whatever you want to call it. But what do you think about that? Because there's some situations where you're like, bro, just Google that shit. But then
I feel like, so in situations like this, when it's in forums related to the game that the question is about and shit like that, like, if I can't ask a question in a forum that's about the game, why the hell are we even in it? I would just Google any question that I have. I'm not asking, I mean, what your opinion on it? I'm not asking the, the official answer, I guess. I mean, in this particular instance, it's like that. But in other instances where people are like, well, you could have just Googled it. Well, then why are we here?
For a human interaction? For a shared experience?
Yeah, well, fuck that.
There we go. He's dead.
Could have just Googled it, bro.
Yeah, no, I get that. I think that situation, yes, exactly. Because like you're not only asking a question that's relevant to the forum itself, but you are asking the experts, because if you Google stuff, yes, you can Google anything, but Google isn't always right. Because Google isn't a person. It's like I don't know what the hell you call it, but it just combs the internet.
A keyword finder.
It combs the internet for answers about stuff, and it's going to find whatever it thinks is correct. And the thing is, sometimes it's just not right. I mean, even what the heck, we talked about like didn't we talk about that on here at one point? Like how to pronounce certain words. And like Google will tell you how to pronounce it one way, and then like everywhere else you look, it's a different pronunciation.
I believe that the word "goes" started that conversation because you said a different way.
Because it's Goza, not goes.
But we checked.
It. Yeah, but Google was like, it's goes, and it's like, no, it's not an English word. It's Goza, But yeah. So but no, anyways, yeah, there are some. I remember, I'll never forget one point where, I was in, I think it was a Facebook group or something, but someone was trying to be a turd about all that crap. When someone asked a question, and other people answered the question because they're decent human beings. Sorry, hold on a second here. Oh my gosh, I just realized we had doubled audio on the game through this entire playthrough. I freaking love the Elgato Wave 3, but Elgato, your software updates piss me off to no end because every time I update software, it F's up all my settings.
I also have a Wave 3, and I have skipped the latest versions 3 times in a row now, specifically for that reason.
Oh, really? Yeah, well, it's so I'll apologize, I guess, right now, because people are just going to have to watch the video with doubled audio. I can't go back and fix it, but freaking Elgato, damn you. They do this every freaking time, and it drives me insane. But anyways, this person asked this question, and the person, some other person in the group was a real turd about it. And the person who asked the question was just like, yeah, I get that I could have just Googled it, but I wanted to have another interaction. I wanted to have an interaction with another human being who had knowledge on the subject, not to just see what, soulless Google tells me about it and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, he's absolutely right. Or they are absolutely right. I don't want to assume.
Yeah.
But totally right. Like, what's wrong with just asking I mean, this is why I'm in the forum, because we're all fans of the topic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I completely agree with you.
I guess all that to say, I guess there's not a black and white, because I think there are absolutely instances where dude, just Google that shit is the correct response. But at the same time, though, I would say that we should all be careful not to lean on that so heavily, because people need to be able to ask questions and ask them of other people. I mean, I think it's just kind of part of human interaction.
But like, my response to that is, in the time it took you to type bro, just Google that shit. You could have just said the answer. You could have just
probably
the answer.
Yeah.
And that would have been fine, instead of like passive aggressively telling me to go fuck myself. Apparently
that is a lot more fun, though.
Like, that legitimately happened in this Chrono Trigger group that I'm in. Somebody asked a question about like how to do a specific side quest in the game, and of course the comment sections were all like, "Did you even Google it, bro?" Or a simple Google would have followed, answered, "Why are you asking in here?" And so I eventually made the comment, and I was like, "Oh, OP makes honest question about a game that we're all passionate about here in this group." And it's like, members and fans of the same game, go fuck yourself and use the internet. Or
was this a Dark Souls thing? I'm sorry, I might have missed that.
It was Chrono Trigger.
Oh, Chrono Trigger. Sorry, yeah, you said that. My bad. My mind drifted partway through that. I was listening to the story.
Well,
which...
it sounds like something the Souls community would say.
It does, yeah. I saw something out of the corner of my eye that was like, oh, what's that? And then I was like, oh, I got lost halfway through. But yeah, that does sound like a Souls community kind of thing.
It would fit in either category, I'm sure.
Oh my gosh. Well.
So the final boss of this game is Evil You?
Evil me, yeah, evil Dark Link. And Dark Link shows up throughout the franchise from this point on.
Dark Link is a Ganon minion?
I guess. I would assume so. I don't know where he comes from.
That was going to be my next question.
Like, is there Dark Bill and Dark Martha, and they had intercourse and made Dark Link or something? Or
are Bill and Martha the canon names for Link's
those
parents?
Those are standard Hylian names. And I like how you went to Hylian, knowing that it's Hyrule and Hylia, and you still said Hylian. That Link is a Hylian.
I mean, I'm sure it works either way, right?
It could be. Why don't you Google that shit?
Yeah, just Google it, dumbass.
Oh man, I see it now. Now we have like an 18-minute episode, which is like really short for us. So like, what do? Do we just post a short one, or do we tack this onto the other one? Just make a big supersized episode? I guess it's the first episode of the new year. Maybe make it.
Happy New Year, everybody! Legion of followers.
Yeah, Happy New Year! Thanks a million. The thanks a million always cracks me up.
The origin of Dark Link says his first appearance was the final boss, and blah blah blah. In spite of his origin as an enemy, indeed one so important as to be the final boss, he's given no explanation either within the game or in the manual, merely serving as the last challenge Link must face.
Well, there you go.
So there you go. It's the final boss with absolutely no reason or backstory as to why he exists.
No mentions of Bill or Martha.
Or
when they hooked up or anything.
Yeah.
Thanks, Nintendo. Thanks a million.
Thanks a million.
No, the thanks a million always cracks me up, because I don't know if what they put. I would like to know what they put on this screen in the Japanese version, because thanks a million sounds so American. That's like, it sounds like what a Japanese person would put, trying to sound like a really casual American. Thanks a million.
There's even a store chain called Books a Million. Edit the cricket in.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. I was leaving that space there so I could put the cricket in. I was watching that episode back the other day when you said something. You made a comment about how the people in the villages all look the same, And I was like, I don't know where my mind went because there was like a long silence there, and that's why I put the cricket sound in. But
I'm used to you not responding to the things that I say.
I'll tell you, it's a lot easier to respond though doing the Let's Plays than it is in the podcast, because when we're doing the podcast, I have to run like 5 things on my side while we're just talking, and you'll make a comment and I'll totally miss it because I was adjusting an audio level or moving a screen or something like that, and then I don't respond at all, and then I look like a real jag
And
off,
then I'm just like, cool.
and you're like,
All
oh,
right.
I made this great comment and you didn't say anything. So yeah.
See, maybe that's why I subconsciously repeat the things that you say, is to keep you in track with the conversation.
Yeah, focus it more on me, and then I'll pay
Have you
better
thought
attention.
about that? Maybe it's not about me, Steve. Maybe it's about you.
I am the first to assume that all problems originate with me. All right, we should cap this one off. Hey, guys, everybody, Happy New Year. May you have a wonderful 2023.
Thanks a million.
Yeah, thanks a million for all the follows, the likes. Make sure you leave a like. Make sure you leave a comment. Subscribe to the page. We absolutely need to continue to grow, and I appreciate everyone who has recently. One other thing I would ask is leave us a comment explaining where you think the threshold of, dude, Google that shit.
Just
like
Google
what?
that
Yeah,
shit.
when is that the appropriate response, and when is that an inappropriate response? I would like to see what people have to say. If we get any comments at all answering that question, I will be completely flabbergasted.
It will send a large amount of blood to our loins. So leave those comments.
I'll one up you. I'll do our next recording session in the nude.
In the nude. And that's something that does not come easily. You got to go on Fansly for that kind of shit.
Yeah, you gotta pay extra for that.
Check out Steve's Fansly.
Wasn't enough, was it? Down.
My wife's over here chiming in. Shut up! You're not part of the show.
Hey, shut up there, peanut gallery.
I don't need you shedding disparaging remarks upon my nudity.
You get like this spray bottle for a bad cat. Hey, no.
Oh my gosh. All right, guys. Have yourselves a great day, a great year, and just be sure to watch more Beer O'Clock. When the little thingies pop up at the end of the episode that shows you the next suggested video, click on that. You'll have a great time.
Hey.
See ya.